sir. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Friday Night of Ins and Outs of Collecting, episode 25. Guys, we hit a milestone here, man. Episode 25, and I'm all ready for it. First of all, I just want to thank everyone who joined us here tonight in the chat, and I want to get to the panel. John, starting with John, the Everyday Collector. John, thanks for coming through. How you doing tonight, man?
What's going on? I'm doing great, man. I thought I was watching Grand Theft Auto Vice City there for a second.
No, man, that was an intro like a while in the making, man, and finally came through. Shout out to Anthony from Six Scale Mafia from hooking a brother up, man.
Oh, sweet. I want to give. I just want to give a quick shout out to before I go to Lael. Hope everything's doing well, man. I hope you and your mom are doing okay. Thoughts and prayers to you, buddy.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%, man. Yeah, we wish you guys the best, Leo. We have prayers for your mom, bro. Eddie, thanks for joining us tonight, man. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. A little tired. Had a long day, but, it all led up to this, so excited to hang out and talk collectibles with my boys.
Oh, yeah, man. Speaking of our boys... Dude, Danny Lee, has graced us tonight for episode 25.
Danny Lee of
What's up, guys?
Collected Minds.
Collected Minds,
Yeah, Collected
Unboxing. Many others.
Thanks for coming on, Danny, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, always, bro. It's always good to see you. Yeah, guys, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. We're going to go over some of the stuff that was shown for the 12 Days of Sideshow, amongst a couple other things. I just want to shout out the chat real quick to Toy Mafia was here like, 4:30 in the morning earlier today?
Jeez.
He just stopping by. I don't know. He's always first, man. It's great to see him. My baby, Sean Yeats, be in the house. He's probably still ready. What's going on? Takathri's in the house. Dennis is in the house. What's going on,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Max's Kingdom. He
was my favorite.
Who else is here? Hugh, what's going on, bro? 9.8, baby. Danny Lee's in the chat and also on the panel. Look at him multitasking over here. We got Cash, the Gemini. What's going on, Cash? He loves the intro with a good panel and chat. Thanks, bro. And
Darth Gemini. This guy.
Right? Yeah, he is, dude. He's a Darth in training right now. Absolute Irwin's in the house. What's going on, man? Panel's looking sweet. Let's go.
What's up, everyone?
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. Jason M in the chat. We've got Jeff the Helvatard in the house. What's going on, man? We got a Facebook user. Love you guys. Have a good show. Love you too,
love that
bro.
guy.
Yeah, I love Facebook users, man. Love them all.
He's one of the best guys.
And CC's in the house. What's going on, CC?
What's going on, CC?
CC.
And Mark Pearson is in the house.
That's Mark P. Is that the same?
Mark
No,
P?
it's different Mark.
Same?
Different Mark.
Is it a different Mark?
No,
I see Mark P, and my mind goes automatic to Mark.
Yeah, I
P.
know.
So forgive me, Mark, for mistaking you.
Sign-ins.
Was that?
He does have multiple sign-ins.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it's
I'm
different.
so excited to talk about some of these statues tonight. I already pre-ordered
Yeah.
one of them.
Did you?
Oh boy.
Oh, snap. Yeah. All right. We're going to get there. First off, let's start with the Queen Studios Museum
it's not this
line.
one.
Wonder Woman. Quarter scale statue coming in at $415 with the ES is TBD. This is what I think, John. This is like the third piece in the in this museum line, right? We
Exactly.
saw a Batman and a Superman earlier,
Yeah.
and the Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman's looking good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like the sculpt with the wings and all, but I kind of wish that they were painted, to be honest. But I get it. I get what they're doing here, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like what Queen Studios is doing. They did this small museum line, this DC line, and they look good. I think they really look good together. I don't mind the marble effect. I think it's different, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, I think the take they're doing is like they did what company did was it Prime One or XM? I think did the Sanity piece, the Batman Sanity piece, and then they did the painted, and then they did the variation where it was like in that marble. So see Queen Studios taking their variation. They're doing it this style, this museum line. What I like about this, quarter scale, and the price point is there. That's what's so great about these statues. Coming in at $415. I think the Batman and this one is at $415. Batman, Superman, I think we're between $350, $400. I just think they're for 1/4 stature, they're so affordable, and the trio would look great together.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
the price point that these are coming in, man, it's great. Real quick, again, earlier, Lael, good to see you, man. He says, my guys watching from my mom's room. Love y'all. We love
Hope
you
you're
too,
doing
man. We're
well,
thinking
buddy.
of you and your moms, dude. So, best wishes, bro. We're speedy recovery. Yeah, Eddie, man. I mean, yeah, John brought up an excellent point. I mean, with the pricing, dude. I mean, it's crazy how these particular pieces are quarter scale and so affordable, man. And I think they look great, man. What do you think?
I think they're cool. I don't have any interest in it. I don't really. To me, this is like for like a super high end collector that like, I don't know. They have like a nice house, and they want to like have these. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like these. To me, they look like Greek statues, right? Like those Greek that are like in the Colosseum and shit. So people that have like a really nice, magnificent house, and they kind of have these in their house. That like it looks like pop culture stuff, but then again, it's like a little more high end, a little more classy. So I see that person that's trying to like not deck out their house with a bunch of collectible shit, but they also want to show that they're into comics and DC and stuff. So they get this. But they're okay. I feel like the Wonder Woman doesn't go with the line that well because it's like a movie Wonder Woman and the other ones are comic based. So
It's the wings.
I don't know why they would do that, but I guess that you could fudge it and say that it's comic too, I guess. I don't know, but Astro is doing something like he had a good take on this. He's going to get it painted. So
Ooh.
I would never even thought of that because I think this looks better than the other Wonder Woman they did with the wings expanded. I think this one looks better as far as
before they did.
Yeah, the pose and the way the wings are. I feel like this has a better pose. So if you get it repainted, then I think it'll look really good. And then I like that they still went through and like textured everything, even though it's all just supposed to be like just a porcelain statue or whatever it is. They took the time and there's a bunch of texture in there too. So, I mean, it looks really good. It's not my thing.
Yeah, do we actually know the materials, man? I mean, because who was it? Someone was asking. He was asking if this is polystone or not.
I'll double check quickly.
Yeah, I'm also trying to check as well. I don't think they said anything.
I think they are.
I think so.
That's
I don't see
crazy
why
for
they
the price.
wouldn't be.
So
You think they
Danny-
can do that cheaper price because it's not painted?
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, you are saving a lot of money getting these things not painted. To be honest,
But it's
I
still
would
shaded.
think
It's still artistically touched up.
right, but you really don't have to worry about all the different colors with the flesh tones, and then with the actual costume color, the color of the wings, the base. It's very basic as far as whatever color is there, but I totally understand what you guys are saying, but it's possible.
You think
I
they'll?
still can't wrap my head around the fact that this is a quarter scale going for like $400. It's crazy.
You think
Especially
they'll?
like Queen Studios.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Queen. Yeah, that's crazy. You think they'll do the whole Justice League line, or you think they're gonna stop with the Trinity?
I hope they stop with the Trinity.
Well, I think they can
Seriously.
add like Aquaman and
And Green Lantern and
yeah, because like I do like the fact that it's like a marble look, because it's like
Yeah.
kind of like DC characters are more held as like God pantheon, I guess,
yeah,
because like they're
that's
the golden.
that's
Age.
what I see it as, like a Greek.
Yeah,
kinda
so
thing.
I think it kind of fits in more than like let's say Marvel, because I think there's not too many that are silver. I mean, most of them are Silver Age or prior, but only like Captain America and I think Namor are Golden Age.
Uh-huh.
But most
I
of
think-
DC are Golden Age characters, so I think it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
I
a good
think-
point, man. I
Nicely.
totally agree.
I think before they touch any other of the Justice League characters, they're going to see how well these sell, the Trinity sells, and if they do
Yeah.
well, then they might continue.
But I think that's a good idea to just cap it at that. Just do the Trinity, and that's it.
That's what I
to
think.
Danny's point too. Just move on to like
Yeah.
probably some of the big three in Marvel. Whoever you guys could think that could be. But I went ahead and checked on their Facebook page, and they do mention this is made of polystone, which is crazy. This museum line Wonder Woman quarter scale statue was licensed by DC and stands 54 centimeters tall. It is crafted from polystone and textured to resemble monuments that are held in the museums across the globe. So, again, with their literal museum line. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. I mean, as far as like the Marvel side, who do you guys think that they would do? If they were to do like the top three, who would you guys consider, Danny?
Like Captain America, maybe Hulk, probably Hulk, and Thor.
And
Definitely
Thor,
Thor
yeah.
because he is a god. Like he would,
Yeah.
So-
he would lend well as a
Okay, so
like a Marvel figure.
Are y'all thinking comics, or are you guys thinking MCU?
No,
I'm
comics.
thinking
No,
comics.
just comics. Yeah.
You're thinking comic? I'm thinking comics. I'm thinking Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America.
In Marvel though?
In Marvel, yeah, just in Marvel comics.
No, but I'm saying in marble like this, in the stone look.
Yeah,
Oh, in
or-
Marvel. No, yeah. In Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they were to do the big three. Well, I'm just trying to figure out, what big three would you guys think? Or what would your big three be, actually?
One
Mine
of the ones
personally?
Danny mentioned.
Sure.
Oh.
Or what do you think? What do you think they would do for a big three?
I don't think they're going to touch this. I don't think they'll extend this Marvel line. I hope they do if people enjoy them. But for me personally, I wouldn't put my money towards it.
If they
it's
did a Thor, I'd be tempted.
it's affordable, but
For that
Yeah.
price, yeah.
Thor would be good.
Yeah, but I'm with John. I don't really care
Yeah.
if they do.
Yeah, it's not for me either, but I really do appreciate
Oh, of course.
the Marvel look on these DC characters. Like Superman's probably the weakest out of the three, I would think. Batman's the strongest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, yeah, Wonder Woman's in the middle, I felt.
Yeah, Erwin said that a bus would be pretty cool in this line. So yeah, no, I like these. I like these stylized pieces like this. These are pretty sweet. Moving on, we've got Lobo. This is going up for pre-order tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, it's an XM exclusive that has a couple other extra swap outs, extra portrait. I think there's like an extra hand or an extra arm for a swap out.
There's a
I
couple.
don't think any.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple. So there weren't really other prices yet that were announced on this thing. Very little details that I know, but damn, this thing looks huge, man. This dude riding on the bike. Is he holding his dog in his right arm? That's crazy, dude. This bass is insane. What are we looking at? Speakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the
That's
switch
wild,
outs
man.
is a guitar.
Oh, shit. Excuse me, guys. We get the show back
There,
on track.
there's right there.
There we go. There we go. So it's got two head sculpts. Is that a guitar? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guitar and another
Dude,
whatever moon-shaped knife, weapon, sword, chingadera that is.
She-
along with it,
sickle.
along with
Is that a sickle?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
a
what that
sickle.
is?
sickle.
Yeah.
Like a
I don't know
suckle
what
of
they're
mine.
called, bro.
I think
Wow.
sickles
Aye,
are hands
aye.
up and scythe are the longer pole.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And an additional left arm switch out. Danny, you know DC? You like Lobo?
Dude, I'm thinking about picking this guy up.
What?
'Cause I was looking at the
Wow,
1/6
really?
version.
What?
But then I saw that all the 1/6 were sold out.
Wow. That was a
Like most of the stores.
surprise to me.
Damn.
No,
wow,
Lobo
yeah,
was one
really.
of my favorite characters.
I didn't see
What?
X-Men on this at all.
9.8, baby. I have a 9.8. So
You have a 9.8 Lobo?
Uh-huh.
yeah, Omega Man number 3.
Is it so Lobo's first appearance is debatable, right? Because there was two different first appearances, wasn't there?
No, there's
I don't
only
know much
one.
about the
So
character.
It's
I'll let
Omega
y'all
Man
have
number
it.
3, and then he has his own individual, which I have 9.8 also.
Wow. I did not know
So
this about that.
I love this guy, man. He's like he's the last Zenarian. He's the only guy that can. He's one of the few guys that can go toe to toe, strength wise, with Superman.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I had no idea. I mean,
why I love Danny.
I've seen him around. I had like no idea. I know Danny coming in clutch, man, with the freaking comic knowledge. Bro, need you, man. You're coming back next time, dude.
Wow.
No ands, ifs, or buts about it. You're in.
You're definitely not out.
Wow. Yeah.
No, you ain't going nowhere. What were you gonna say, Eddie?
I like the design of this. I don't know anything about Lobo, but I've always liked like the personality of the character, and the rocker thing and the metal look,
Yeah.
and
He's like an anti-hero.
yeah, I've always liked that. I like the bulldog. My elementary school, their mascot was a bulldog, so I think that's why I like bulldogs so much. But that's cool. I like the left arm switch out with the rocker. I do that all the time, and if I had it, I would have the right arm with the guitar and the left arm with the rocker. I think that would be sick. I really like it too. I hope Danny gets it just so I could live through Danny.
I'm thinking about it.
Wow. But yeah, I think it looks really well done.
What are your impressions, John? This
I
thing
think
is huge, man.
I think I have one Lobo comic, never read it, but I know a lot of people are passionate about Lobo, the character. Statue-wise, artistically, as coming in as someone who doesn't know the character, I think they did such a great job. It's very detailed from top to bottom. Like, you can even see his jacket. His jacket looks like it's actual material. Look at
In the back, it says "Bite me, fanboy." I love that, man.
There's a tank.
That's awesome.
There's like a tank on the bike. I don't think you get a good shot of it, but it actually has the gauges and everything on it. The flames coming out of the back. Like they didn't miss any opportunity here for detail. So I'm interested to see what the price is going to be. But yeah, Danny, I can see you going for this 100%. If you're a Lobo fan, especially with the swap outs that they have and everything, and the way you can have him either holding the dog or have the dog on the actual statue, I think that's awesome.
That's crazy. The blue flame effects are pretty clean.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like the fact that they're blue.
That's the only part I felt looks a little weird.
The blue flames.
Really?
Or it felt, I don't know. It feels.
It depends what angle you look at it from.
Too Marvel Legend-ish. Kind of.
You
to me.
don't like the flame
I love
effects in
everything else
general?
about the statue. But for some reason,
It
those
looks kind of toyish.
Ark
yeah, a little bit.
Ark says the OG from Sideshow can't be beat. The OG Lobo.
Yeah.
The OG
Don't
Lobo
do
is
it,
cool,
Danny. Get
but
the OG.
the OG is just him standing there, right? Like, here you get the bike, I don't know
Yeah.
if he had the dog in the OG. I don't know, I like crazy dynamic statues, and the OG is cool, but this has a presence, I'm sure.
Let me see if I can look it up real quick on Sideshow's site.
I think I saw it. I think one of the Rad Titan guys had it. Did Alex have it? Alex has it, I think. And I
have
think
no
I saw it
idea.
on
I
his
think
room
one of them
tour.
did. It might
Yeah.
no, it might be Geo. Because Geo did a recent. I don't think Alex has done a room tour in a while.
That's the new Maquette. The OG Sideshow is long sold out, man. You won't find it on Sideshow now.
Damn it, Ark in here.
But how much
freaking
is that
throwing a
OG
wrench in
one?
my
If
show.
it's too expensive.
I have no idea. I never see people selling it. I never see that one anywhere.
Because I almost got the 1.6 version. Because this is just like a recast
Yeah.
or redid.
A lot of
higher,
people
like,
were
to 1.4.
asking. Yeah, a lot of people loved the 1.6 so much they were asking for it in 1/4.
The only thing is 1/4 might be too big. Like 1.6, I was like, oh, I can put it on my desk.
Yeah.
Do you really
Yeah,
want Lobo on
especially
your
with the
desk?
bike. Go ahead, John.
Wait, what was that, John?
I was saying, do you really want Lobo on your desk?
Hell yeah.
Well, like a 1/4
that's the
beast
last
of a
thing.
statue.
But yeah, the only thing is the quarter scale being this, like
What?
a motorcycle or his space cycle. That's gonna be huge. That's like
What
a,
are-
like a Ghost Rider scale.
What
or
are
size.
Zenarians, Danny?
It's a race. He actually killed everyone. He's the last one because he killed his
He
clan.
killed his whole race.
Yes.
What's that about, man?
But they're kind of like Kryptonians, or
Yeah, they're just super strong healing. I think
is
what's-
it the
what's
same
guy
way
who made
as
it?
Kryptonians? Like they're strong because of the sun on Earth, or
I forgot who. No, they're just strong in general.
oh, okay.
I forgot who it was. That or he might be immune, but whoever invented him, they pretty much ripped off Wolverine. So he's got healing factor, so he can't.
Oh, okay.
It's hard for him to die.
Yeah. I've always
I
saw
thought
him
it-
as like a Deadpool
And he's like an
kind of
intergalactic.
character.
He's an intergalactic bounty hunter. So he pretty much,
Oh, so now he's like Boba Fett too.
pretty
Wow.
much, he's a hybrid of a
Okay.
lot of people.
Well, I hope it's the original Boba Fett, not the shit we're seeing now.
Boba Fett's not a
Oh.
bounty hunter, remember?
How dare you,
I'm
John?
kidding. It's
Episode
not that
2
bad, but
spoilers.
it's like, come on. No spoilers here.
Yeah. Boba Fett's a thing right now.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Well, that'll be
So,
cool, Danny. You know, we'll see, I guess.
XMT's The Dark Knight's King Robin, or Robin King rather, from the Metal Series line.
Yep.
This is crazy. The Batman Who Laughs, and now this. There's a lot going on here, man. I mean, we just see like a little I don't know, see a little picture of King Robin, you know, with a hood. Got something going on in his left hand, sitting on a throne, and what is that? Is that like some sort of? Is that like a Batman or in like a tree or in a throne or something like that behind him? I have no idea what I'm looking at, y'all. But
It looks like the what the hell is that Batman?
Scarecrow?
called? No, whatever the Batman medal is right now.
the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, it looks like that. That's what it looks like behind him.
Kind of.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
obviously a throne, right? With like the
Mm-hmm.
Batman sculpted in it, or
I don't think it's going to be a throne, do you?
that's what I thought it was.
It looks like
'Cause
he's
he's
sitting
Robin
down.
Looks like he's
King.
on his knee. He looks like he's on a knee, no?
I can't tell. This damn
It's too dark.
tease is so dark. Can't see shit.
I
He
hate
looks
when
like
they
he's
do
on
this
a
shit,
knee
too.
with a crown of thorns on. And
Yeah, so- Jesus reference.
yeah, and it looks like Batman looks like a tree, like some sort of, you know what I mean? Like
Like
Can
Groot.
someone explain to me why people are so infatuated with this shit? Like the whole Batman
it's
Who
the
Laughs
story. It's
thing?
probably the people who are interested. It's the same thing with
just-
people who enjoy the samurai line.
I'm lost
Yeah,
on this.
that-
One. This, is,
that-
this stuff is too new for me.
Yeah, I don't. Like I'd rather get the Polystone thing that we, the Trinity line, the museum line. I'm more interested in those than this.
I like the look of it. It's actually, I think it's so the story from what I remember is that I guess Batman kills the Joker
What?
in a different multiverse. So when the Joker dies, he lets out this toxin, and it basically turns Batman into Joker, and he goes around. He finds his way into different multiverses and starts killing all the Bruce Waynes and Alfreds, I believe. So it's pretty dark and twisted. I think he ended up killing all the Robins as well, and only kept Damian Wayne, and he kept him as like a zombie kid or something like that.
Mm.
So it's pretty wild. I mean, I still need to go back and read it, but just from the quick synopsis that I've seen, that's basically the gist of it. But I really like the look of that character though, man. I think he looks hella sick, and there's like a lot of it's funky just to see like a mix of a Batman and a Joker kind of like put together like that. And I just love that maniacal look of him. From like the little blood on his fingertips, that that creepy ass grin and smile that he has. It just looks crazy. It's really trippy to me. I really like that design. So
Yeah, I've been digging
better
that.
taste.
I have no idea what the characters are or their names, but I've been enjoying visually how they look
Yeah,
from this whole metal line.
I really want that Prime 1/3 though. From that thing.
Oh, wow.
After watching Casual's unboxing, and that's a cool looking piece too. The Sideshow one that just came out.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece. But anyone else interested in this guy?
Uh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I don't want to be disrespectful to it because it's nice artistically, but I just don't think I'm the type of person that could just buy one. I don't think this would be the representation I'd want. You can just have this as representation.
It's
You
not
need
being
to kind
disrespectful
of pick
to
up
not
the other
like
ones as
something.
well.
You can not
Yeah.
like something and it's not disrespectful.
I know. I don't want to put it down, sort of thing. Like
I
I
don't
don't
give
want
a
to be
I don't like it.
disrespectful of it because I learned my lesson this week.
Nah. Yeah, no, it's definitely stylized, and it's appealing to those collectors. I'm sure that
Yeah.
have a little bit more background to the story than we do.
Like you said, it's like the samurai line.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, but once you get one, you kind of have to have more to to support it in a sense.
Who
But
said that,
some of them
Danny?
do stand out. like the I forgot who said it.
Yeah, it was me. Make sure you take note of
Jesus.
Oh,
Thank you, John.
that. I'm
but
kidding.
but even the Batman on the horse, that one's a standalone.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
work of art. You know what I mean?
For sure.
yeah. Absolute Urban says that they didn't read the DC metal, but he likes the design for the Merciless. Yeah, it is something to behold. I don't know. I just don't. I just don't know much about this piece. So we'll see what XM brings out when stuff comes out. One last thing for X-Men XM. They went ahead and dropped some final edition sizes for some of the pieces that we've talked about throughout the weeks. So we're looking at the Catwoman Rebirth with an edition size of 549, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner coming in at 338, which is wow. That is hella low. Same thing with Satana, 338, Scarecrow 338, Supergirl 338. That's a bit of an oddball edition size in my opinion. Green Arrow 349, Apocalypse 999, and Psylocke coming in at 799.
Yeah.
So, John, I know this is something that you're really into as far as the edition size, and I'm sure you're pretty happy with this with these numbers.
Well, what I can appreciate, because I think what happens in this case with XM is they'll say, like I think in the example of Apocalypse, they'll say, well, we're going to make $9.99. We're going to open up a pre-order window. It's made to order with a maximum of $9.99. So 999 people order the Apocalypse, as opposed to these other ones where they would have had a higher edition size, but the orders weren't there, so they minimized it. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love this concept. I think all statue companies should adapt this concept as opposed to just making an abundance of statues.
Yeah. I saw earlier, I forget whose stream it was. I think it was Cash's stream last night, that there were some people in the chat that really didn't mind edition sizes so much. So there's a community. The community is kind of split, I guess, on this, because I tend to agree with you, John. It's nicer to see, like, it feels like it's more collectible when you have that lower edition size. I mean, I hate to sound like I don't know what an elitist collector or whatever like that, but I mean, it just is what it is. It's the rarity, the potential rarity of a piece, with such a low edition size. I feel like it's something special, or it can be something special, depending on the actual piece. Danny, do you care for like edition sizes or stuff like that?
Not really, but it's a nice bonus, I feel.
Yeah.
And I do like the fact that it is a collectible item and not as many people have it. But when I want a piece, that's when I don't really care. Like when I really want a piece, I guess I don't care as much.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter then. But
Yeah.
I think what sucks too is like say you miss it, right? And then you go on you have to go on the aftermarket, and it's going to make it that much more harder to find, considering that's there's not so many of them out there.
Yeah.
So that sucks too, dude. I mean, what do you think as far as like what's a good edition size to you?
I think around the 500 zone
Wow.
is probably like a good solid. Because like
You think
Well, I'm
999 is
thinking
too
XM.
much?
Like
Well,
XM
I'm
is like
just talking in
I think
general for
Sideshow's
anyone
too
across the
much.
board.
Like those 2000s or 3000s
Yeah.
might be too much. So I figured like 1,000 is a nice big number. So 500 makes it halfway.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see the reason why we need smaller edition sizes. I was watching Rad Titan a while ago, and I messaged Danny about it, and they kind of explained to me like the reasoning behind why lower edition sizes are needed, and why it just makes the collecting better. Just because, yeah, we never plan to buy things to resell. We never plan to make money off of the things that we're buying, but in 10, 20 years, if I go to sell something that has 7,000 edition size and there's 1 million of them on the market because of that, I'm not going to make any money. I'm not going to make my money back from that purchase. And they also said it like this, which I had never thought about either. People that collect statues run out of space, right? Say even if they run out of space longer, quicker, whatever, in 15, 20 years, if they've been collecting statues that whole time, by the time you get to 15, 20 years, you have a room full of statues. Now, if something new comes out that you want, you got to recycle pieces to get new pieces, right? What's going to be the first thing they recycle? The thing that has a 7,000 edition size or whatever, you know? They're not going to recycle the super collectible thing or the super limited thing. They're going to recycle the 7,000 piece thing. So if in 10 years, if everybody's running out of space and they're recycling these 7,000 pieces, they're going to flood the market with them. And then when I go to sell it to get something, I'm not going to get my money, or you know what I mean? It's going to be in abundance. So the way I think about it now, I don't like high edition sizes, and it will be in my mind when purchasing something. Yeah. But if I really love it, I'm not going to let the edition size stop me. So things like Sideshow, I love Daniel Bell. He's a sculptor for them right now. So if Daniel Bell does a statue I really love and the edition size is 7,000, well, if I really love the statue, I'm going to buy it because I love the statue. But you got to know that there's those things going into it later on.
But what about what about in the case if, like, say there is a large ES, right? But the actual piece is still that much in demand. I think the perfect example is of Mythos Vader. A lot of Star Wars collectors are after that piece, and that had an ES of 5,000, right? I mean, considering the high ES, that it's still going for stupid money on the aftermarket. You know, so I think it's an exception. You know, but,
I think
still, it happens.
I think that's the exception, though, is if you really love something. That statue is overall loved. Like, it's very rare to hear someone say they weren't a big fan of that. I don't love that statue, but I see why people love it. So I think there are exceptions. Sure. If it's an overall loved piece, then yes, the edition size will be overlooked because it's still going to be in high demand. But that nowadays, we're not getting shit that's super overall loved. Maybe some here and there, but not like that. Not like that. That one also is in high demand because it's just so different. You don't, like Thor explained it, like you don't see a Vader like that ever in a statue form. Like you don't see that kind of story being told. So that one's kind of an outlier, but there are outliers, you know.
Mando 7,500. That's an example.
I think also not as many people sell the Mythos Vader too.
I got that Mando coming, John.
People always jump on it.
That's one of those ones where I don't care about the edition size because I think it's better than the other one.
Yeah, because where are you going to get another one? It's either that or Iron Studios. That's only two.
Yeah, and between those two, I prefer this one. There are customs and stuff, but I still prefer this one. Plus, I'd like to get it in, make a decision for myself, and then if I end up, going another way, I'm sure we're going to see more of those in the future, different versions of them.
Yeah.
So, if I end up having to get rid of it, I might have to take a hit on it, but I like that one a lot. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. The ES is so high that you really have to love something to make a purchase on that.
Yeah. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Casual Nerd Problems is in the house. What's up, Steve? Hugh says that he would buy more XM statues, but the shipping is rough right now. Yeah, it really, really is.
Danny, it's not that bad with XM. I don't think. It's worse with Prime 1, but I don't think it's...
Oh, it just went up.
Oh, it did?
It's getting bad.
Oh, shit.
It went up
Yeah, but...
$60 within 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's...
Express.
What does he say here? Yeah, but if edition size is too small, scalpers will get it, and we will pay more in secondary. Yeah, but Ben, that's the whole part of the collecting experience, my friend.
And I don't think the scalpers...
It's not necessarily scalpers. People just jump straight to scalpers. Yeah, there's going to be scalpers. It's with everything. It's in the fashion industry. Yeah, it's in the precious metals industry. It doesn't matter where it is. You're always going to have scalpers, but you also want that collectability. I don't know if collectability is the right word, but you want that rarity when you're purchasing.
I feel like it's security. I don't know. But the scalpers, look, I collect a lot of different stuff in the 3 years that I've been collecting, and I deal with scalpers in a lot of different areas, but
of course,
in statues, I mean, you're not, if you have time to pre-order something that you wanted, if you sat on it, then that's kind of on you, because you have time to pre-order something, unless it's a custom. Maybe then it's lower. Then you got like $80 80 edition size or whatever, then you got like a day or a couple hours to make a decision. But with licensed pieces, I mean, all of these statues were up for a while, right? Like, I mean, the lower ones, 338, like you said, they're made to order and stuff. So they could have been higher if someone pulled the trigger, like the Magic, for instance. Everybody wanted that Magic after it sold out. I think that thing had an even lower edition size, like 2 something. That shit is being sold crazy prices because of how much people wanted. But you had the option to get it. You had plenty of time. So
Exactly.
I don't know if scalpers is that big of an issue in the statue community.
No, scalpers may be in the first little, like the beginning stages, but as the piece matures, no, I don't think scalpers become the issue, because I think that the collectors at heart end up buying from the scalpers. So once the scalpers don't have the statue, then the collectors are holding the edition sizes. You know what I mean? Holding the majority of the edition size.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Red Hood says small ES all day. He says all these XM statues will go for double after they come out. Just watch. Absolute Irwin agrees with Eddie with the OG Mythos Vader. What else we got going on? Cash, say hi to Danny. Takathri says, do NYC statues have a low editions? They go for double, but I never thought, about how many they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they typically they're usually fairly
Under 100.
under 100, sometimes around 80 or so, just to kind of fly under the radar. But I don't know how
I
they're
think
pulling that
the
off,
Rex-
considering how many they're putting out.
I think the Rex that I'm getting is 100. I think that's one of their higher edition sizes, but yeah.
Hugh says that he thinks the new Sideshow Soka statue will increase in value after it sells out. Even though what, the high edition size?
Yeah, that one. I don't know what the edition size is, but I'm guessing that's what he meant to say.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think that particular piece is. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not that much of a fan of it, but it is growing on me, and I'm really on the fence about it. And if it, in my opinion, if it goes, it goes, because there's going to be another Ahsoka statue. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Whether it comes from either season 7 of Rebels, or if it comes again from, or not season 7 of Rebels, but season 7 of the Clone Wars, or if it comes from Rebels, or from the Mandalorian, there's going to be something. There's always going to be an Ahsoka statue that's out there.
I think this Zatanna is going to be a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to want it. Once people
The
start getting
Sideshow?
reviews. No, this.
No,
This
is
one.
him.
This one looks good. I like this one.
Yeah. I think once
yeah.
once people see in-hand reviews, they're going to want it more. And Green
Yeah,
Lantern,
Jason-
Kyle Rayner.
Jason Amzad doesn't think statues are a good investment overall. Maybe I'm being short-sighted, but I buy what I like and have no intention of selling them. No, dude, you're absolutely correct. I mean, I don't think anything collectible is meant to be invested in.
That's
at
not
all.
necessarily true.
I mean,
Graded
He's
comic
just-
books.
it's still
He's saying don't go into the hobby
Oh.
to make money. That's what he's trying to say.
right. It's
Well,
still
you
gonna
could
be
have
an
back in the day.
investment
That's the
either way.
thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I agree. The Zatanna looks nice.
I actually like the Psylocke. I think I was talking shit about it when they showed it, but I seen some recent reviews on it, and it looks pretty good. Or like updated pictures. I don't think the leg looks as bad as I thought, Danny. I think they fixed it a little bit.
She's still pedaling over.
Oh man.
I got her on slow shipping.
Skills is in the house. Says that I've got the Green Lantern on PO day one. Never knew of the low ES. Again, that's an example of something that that Skills actually wanted. So, and just to have a low ES is a bonus for him. He likes the Supergirl statue.
I don't like the Supergirl.
I think the weakest one is the Green Arrow.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
just
the
'cause of the
weakest
costume.
one is the Supergirl.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
like. She looks a little manly. I get
I
it.
like the
She's
pose in the
Supergirl, but
Green
she
Arrow.
looks a little.
And I love Green Arrow.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Statue Collecting says, after God knows how many times I check out this channel, it's usually Hot Toys. Right now, we're finally talking statues. Yeah, bro.
Man.
This is our
More to come.
bi-weekly statue talk show, man. So if you want to talk statues, come by Friday nights, every 2 weeks, man. So we'll see you around, bro. Here you go,
yes.
Eddie.
Ooh, Eddie.
My mouse is acting up, bro. All right, so Sideshow had some of the 12 days of Sideshow, and one of the big ones I think that was announced was this Dark Knight Returns premium format Batman, sculpted by the one and only Daniel Bell. Yeah, it went up for pre-order for $675 and expected to ship in June to August of this year. Yeah, I think they did an amazing job with this piece. I like the paint job with the blood effects. I hear some people saying that they're surprised that Sideshow actually decided to keep the blood effects in here, but I guess it's not something that's fairly typical. I think they nailed the look of the character. I was just never much of a fan of the Frank Miller interpretation, to be honest. But it looks great, nonetheless. It's an amazing looking piece. Eddie, I know you're excited about this piece, man. Let's hear your thoughts about it, bro.
Yeah. I am the same. I like Frank Miller's work, but I have not read the series. I like the art concept of it. I like the thicker Batman. I like the older Batman.
Oh, shit.
Jesus, you threw this one in there? I saw this one. This is actually pretty good. This just makes me like it more, dude.
Yeah, I mean, so
he's doing
for
the
the audio
Michael.
listeners, it's basically the cover of the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns. Someone photoshopped a basketball in Batman's hand, and grabbing onto the rim of the hoop. and getting ready for
All-star
a
dunk contest.
Savage.
I like the Batman the most. I like the sculpt of it. I like the pose of it. I'm not a huge weathering guy. Like, I don't get why people like stuff so weathered all the time. I'm not a big fan of it, but this I think looks really well done. The base is okay. I don't think there's anything special about the base. The lightning, I see people's complaints with it. It's a little thick. It looks more like ice to me than lightning. But I think the overall concept, I see what it is. Like, when I'm looking at it, it's the lightning is not going to draw away from the statue to me, so I like it a lot. Yeah, I love everything about it. You have to pose it from this way, though. It shows like every angle, and I don't like the statue so much from the straight on angle. I think it looks a little weird with the lightning out and everything. So I think right there, that's how it's going to be. I pre-ordered this. I went against John's rules. I pre-ordered it because I kind of was hoping if I pre-ordered it quick, we'd get it in faster and I could, do an unboxing and maybe a review of it or something on the channel. I kind of want to do that. So, so I day one pre-ordered. I don't recommend people do that. I agree with John that it's better to save your money. Don't let the companies hold your money and then wait for reviews and stuff to see if you really need it, if the paintwork ended up coming out great and all that stuff. I agree with all that stuff. So I don't recommend doing that. I wanted to do it for the channel, and I think it's going to come out fantastic. I love Daniel Bell sculpts, obviously, so I think he nailed it. And I'm really excited to get this in. This will be my first Batman statue. I think it's going to be really good. So
Nicolio is asking if it's a light up base. It is. The lightning effect does actually light up. Statue Collecting agrees with John. He says the big mistake. John is right. Never PO day one. That is an absolute no. John, what are your impressions about this?
Gotta do it for the channel, man. You got for the views. You gotta.
I love the statue. I absolutely love it. I'll be honest. I don't like the lightning bolt. I'm not a fan. But the fact that they made it light up, that brought me back on board. I was out, then they brought me back in. I want to buy this one. I think it's affordable. I think the price point's there. I'm just not going to pre-order it yet because there's no need to.
Did you see how soon it's coming? Bro, this shit is coming in a couple months.
Yeah. In a few months,
that's
be
crazy.
This is a quick paint
what
job.
XM now?
You guys have to understand something, though.
I know.
The execution, the paint application on this base looks very rough. Look. If you
The
look at
base
photo.
looks. That's what I was saying. The base doesn't look great. That's why I'm hoping it comes out a little more textured, a little more better detail there. Cause yeah.
Yeah. But this is a nice statue. I want to see the edition size. I'm not pre-ordering yet, of course, because there's no point. Let's see the edition size first, and it's not going anywhere. So Sideshow's not going to hold my money.
You want to guess, John? I'm gonna guess 4,500. It's gonna be high.
Yeah.
I would love for it to be low.
5. 30.
Yeah.
I'd say between 35 and 5.
Yeah.
There's no switch outs, right?
No.
Nope.
No.
That's
Or
one thing.
excuse
I
me?
would have liked an exclusive proximity piece of Robin.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
man.
That would have been cool. That would
That
have
would
topped
have
it
been. That would have been. What do you guys
They
think
might
about the
make a
price?
second, like a companion statue.
That's true. They could.
off. Yeah.
The
It's not too
a
late.
lot of people were saying the price is good. It is I think with the lightning bolt, it's 30 inches tall. It's a pretty big statue.
Yeah.
I think the price is decent, $675. That's same price as or close to the Mythos stuff, which is 1/5. So I like it.
Let me pull up the dimensions real quick. See if I can find it. What do you think, Danny? Do you think this is probably? I don't think that this is the Batman to have. You know, my heart is with the Hush one. But what are your thoughts on this Batman, bro?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like what I see. I agree with John and Eddie also. The lightning bolt, it's a little too thick for my, because I know the original cover. So it's a lot
Yeah.
thinner, but I do understand structurally because he's pegged to that bolt. So it needs to be, structurally strong enough. So I get the idea that it has to be thick. And the cape. Because I love how the cover, the graphic of the cape being more of like a boomerang shape. I wish they would have done that, but I do understand how they're going for a more realistic, gritty look, I guess, so that it's flowing more naturally. So, but I mean, I like it, but it's just, yeah, I'm only going to have one Batman piece. And I think the one that's getting my eyes so far, same with CC, is that Tactical Throne.
Oh,
Is the leading Batman piece for now.
He was asking if there's an exclusive. No, there isn't. What you see is what you get. Statue Collecting says no. Sideshow is going away from exclusives.
This
They've been lacking on them.
this
that-
will probably be my comic Batman in my display until another quarter scale comes out that's better. I like yours, but it's 1/3. I want to get the 1/3 Batman Forever line, but I don't want a 1/3 comic line. As far as I do like the other premium format they did. I'm not saying that one's the definitive one.
The one that Dan got,
Yeah.
where he's like leaning on or he's standing on the gargoyle with the cape flowing all the way down.
Yeah, the
With
one
the
the casual
gold.
has. The one with the batarangs in the hands, and they did two
Yeah.
different versions. It kind of looks a little more modern. I like that one too. I like this one more. I don't know if there is a quarter scale definitive Batman, but
yet,
this will be mine for a while until I see a better one.
There's
For
so
me.
many Batmans out there, though. I mean, we said it before. We talked
Yeah.
about
And to come,
Batman
too.
every show, and to come. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Statue
think for
Collecting says
Eddie-
that they'll end up producing more regulars, and Skills says that he's happy with his 1/3 Arkham Batman, and he'll pass. Was that
For
Danny?
Eddie, this checks off a lot of things for Eddie though, so I can see why Eddie wants it. Daniel Bell, number one. It's a Dark Knight Returns.
Dynamic. I love
Yeah.
dynamic statues.
He can play ball. So no, it's a win for Eddie, definitely.
Yeah. It's deep. It's deep as fuck. That's what I didn't like that.
Yeah, the dimensions.
It's like
so
20
we're-
inches deep.
Right, so we're looking at a height of 31.5 inches, a width of 22 inches, and a depth of 21.5 inches.
I'm
So
hoping.
it's going to be a decent footprint.
I'm hoping that the deepness they're doing from
The deepness?
the tip of his hand, the whatever, the depth. My
the
bad.
depth.
I hope they're measuring the depth from the tip of his hand to the back of his cape, and not, or would that be the width?
That'd be more of the width.
Because this is the way I'm gonna display it. So I mean, 20. I can make it work, but still, it's pretty fucking. The depth is pretty deep for a quarter scale statue.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you're
get you
looking
a
at the depth
basketball
right
hoop.
here.
Wow. Give me an
Dude, I
Enter
think-
Bay 1.6. I'll put it next to it.
The Joker, that I think is a nice touch because you get that Frank
yeah.
Miller Joker face.
That is a nice touch. I just hope that it comes out looking a little more like detailed stone when it comes out, not just flat gray paint, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like in the Batman Who Laughs, they just did, where it was it was fairly flat on that one too. The base.
They had that watering, was it the patina, the thing
Patina.
that Zach likes to say.
Uh huh. John, does pegging this thing into the lightning bolt, does that kind of scare you? Or do you think it's
Coming
like,
from
pretty
Sideshow, a
secure?
little bit, yeah.
Good.
No, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that lightning bolt, but
Uh-huh.
it is what it is. I think it'll be fine.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did
it
amazing
is
with
pretty
the
sick.
Rogue.
It did amazing. It doesn't seem like that Batman's gonna be very heavy.
What would you see? Because the cover is the lightning bolt, so I get why they did the lightning bolt. But he also is like flying over the city. What if they did like a building,
No.
like
I like
half
the-
of a building, and they made it look like he was just jumping through the buildings instead of doing the lightning bolt?
That's a good
Oh, that'd
idea.
be
I
cool
like
to
the
see.
lightning bolt because it is the cover. I just think it's not executed and it doesn't look like
Yeah.
the cover. That's the issue.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. You think if they would have broken up the lightning bolt a little bit more, so it doesn't look like a single thick piece, that could have
Exactly.
been
If they made
implemented a
thinner
little better.
ones, kind of veining into each other,
right.
sort of thing. But the way it lights up, it
veining into
looks
each other.
good. I'm just
Yeah.
again, I'm worried about the base and the paint application. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it comes out. Eddie,
Yeah.
On their page is showing a 22 pounds shipping weight. So it's not that heavy, but there's
Yeah, it
a
doesn't seem
decent
too
amount of weight
heavy.
on this thing.
I'm only like 20 miles from Sideshow, so if they fucking charge me extra
Oh,
for
they
22
will.
pounds, I'm gonna tell them nope, I need to come pick it up.
Cece says that she's glad that it wasn't a mutant either. That's been there, done that. I think in regards to the base, I don't know. I think
I don't like that mutant with the big nipples. That thing is weird.
With
Do you think that they
with the
should have used
Cyclops
the
visor?
mutant?
Yeah.
you think they should use a mutant on the base instead of a Joker?
No,
I
think the Joker
like the
was
Joker.
fine.
Okay. All right.
Either that or just do a generic gargoyle.
Yeah, Statue Collecting says the base,
Statue
the
Collecting,
paint app
come
on the
on.
base would be dull
Yeah. I want to
AF.
see you upbeat, not all pessimistic and shit, man.
Just downer. What do we got next? One of the other announcements that they made was this Maquette attack on it.
Maquette.
The Phoenix
not
and Jean
Comic
Grey.
Cat. They don't do those anymore.
Is it a Maquette? Maquette, Maquette. Okay, of the Phoenix and Jean Grey. This looks like it's going to be a big ass piece, man. I like the artistic concept, the design of this thing. It's pretty cool. But Danny, do these two actually, this version of Phoenix, do these two belong together with Jean Grey? I heard some people were saying that.
I don't
This
think so.
doesn't make sense.
Not with this Jean Grey costume, because that's the '90s.
Well, the
Jim Lee.
green,
The Jim Lee X one.
the green and the
The
Phoenix go
green was
together.
more early, and it happened later. Like it happened before this Jim Lee, Jean Grey, and it happened after. But I don't think it happened between.
What was
I
what
could be
kind of
wrong.
outfit was she wearing before?
She wore a dress, and
Before
when she first started,
Before that, she was wearing.
she had a green dress.
Oh, she was
For a
an
while.
X Factor. She had a red and yellow outfit. Yellow X.
Oh yeah,
All right. Yeah, I wonder how soon this thing will come to pre-order. John, if this
mean, it
if
looks
this
good.
piece comes to, so Danny, if this piece comes to pre-order, then do you think you'd order it?
No,
Nah,
Danny's
this is out of your
I
Four
think
does.
I don't think it'll be quarter. I think it's going to be 1/5.
1/5, considering it's a
It's a dial,
Maquette,
yeah.
right?
wow.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Well, who the hell
I
put
have
it
the
on the
Dark
quarter
Phoenix,
scale
so
slide?
that's why I don't need this.
what about you, John? Does this Maquette interest you at
No,
all?
I'm not that much of a fan of this. I didn't dive deep into the X-Men line, and this isn't going to make me do it either. I just think all these companies now are, not that they're trying to copy each other, but all their renditions are so similar. You have the one Danny has, the Phoenix. That's by XM, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, that one. Then you saw Iron Studios trying to do that same rendition with the flames, and now you have Sideshow doing it. For me, I still think XM is the way to go.
Iron Studios did it. Why am I blanking
Yeah.
on that one?
Iron Studios as well.
I'm blanking on it too.
I'm blanking too. But
Yeah, I
there's
don't
another
think
reason.
there's an Iron Studios one, man.
No,
I don't
there
think
is.
so.
I could. Who just did the one before this? Then it's Iron Studios, I think.
Unless
I
it's
know
a
Sideshow
1/10.
did one.
I'll look into it. It's not 1/10. I think it's 1/4. I think it's Iron Studios.
Are you thinking of the of Wanda,
No,
the Scarlet Witch?
no. I'll look into it.
I would have liked the Phoenix.
It was a
'cause now
teaser, I
it looks
think.
It looks like a bullhorn or devil horns. I'd like it
Yeah.
flaring out like feathers.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that. I
Yeah.
could see it.
But I think it looks nice. Just the concept of both those figures
Yeah, it's
on top
1/10.
of
See,
each other.
I know what we're
Cash
talking
is
about.
1/10
Cash.
Iron Studios.
I know what we're talking about. See, you guys are.
Yeah, Iron Studios has no quarter scale X-Men yet, according to X-Men.
It's the 1/10 then I'm referring to. It sure as hell look 1/4.
I don't like the effect. The way the effect looks. Like I don't think it looks that good. I
Little dull.
think the XM like it just looks better.
Yeah, because that one
The
she's
way
like
they did the
completely
flames.
encapsulated from top to bottom. Yeah,
For me, I
Didn't
think
that
XM
one-
is the way to go.
yeah, that one really stands out.
XM just does the best like comic book style flames.
They tried to do I think they tried to do the Hulk transformation here.
Yeah,
I think
can
that's
see that.
what they took inspiration from that, and they were like, the Hulk transformation did so well, everybody loved it, so let's do this. And I just don't think they nailed it. I don't think it. To me, it's lackluster a little bit. But we'll wait till we see more pictures of it. Maybe a different angle or something will show us something different, or I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, I'm gonna move on, from this one because this next one I really want to talk about too. This was a while ago, but I want to hear everybody's thoughts about this Darth Vader Mythos statue.
I don't think you want to hear it, Mario. You don't want to.
I do want to hear it, man. So, no, when the morning this was announced, I'll admit I was really, really excited about this. I mean, the fact that we're getting another Mythos Darth Vader, I love the idea of it. But when I started actually listening to what everyone was saying about it and looking at it a little bit more, it has my excitement for it has tempered a little bit. I just don't. The cape is excessive. All right, I know John said this is something I love, like some sort of a samurai kind of look as well. It just looks kind of weird, but I really like the battle damage effects with the tears in the arm, and the exposed leg that exposes his metallic leg. This is something I think, considering the battle damage that's on here, that needs a swap out for the head, for the helmet, because that helmet looks too clean, other than like a little gash that's on the top of the dome.
They should have done that Anakin
Yeah.
from Rebels,
like they
the
did
cracked.
from Rebels. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. I completely agree. So he's standing on top of an X-wing turbine, which kind of, and it's on Mustafar again. So it's kind of I don't know, like it kind of throws me off. I don't understand that. I was chatting with someone else about this too, and we were talking about what if it was like a different ship, like what if it was on his TIE Advance that he was standing on top of his cockpit, but on Hoth or on Dagobah, put it in like a different, in a different scene, rather than revisiting Mustafar again, because it was already done on the first piece. They did it again with Darth Sidious, and now they're doing it again with this Mythos Vader.
Yeah, but do you
Go ahead.
think maybe the tattered, the battle damage tattered might be, because it fits more in with Mustafar, because it could be like little embers catching on and
Yeah,
burning
that's-
off. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I think
that
it could
makes
fit
sense.
in. I think it could fit either way. Because what if he was just like, having an insane duel with someone on Hoth or Yoda on Dagobah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony's in the chat saying y'all are crazy. He's getting this thing day one. I know, Anthony. You're hell excited about this piece, bro. I'm excited that you're getting it too. But, yeah, Danny, what are your thoughts about this? What are your impressions about this piece,
Dude,
man?
I kind of want it, but I'm not 100%. I want to see more,
Yeah.
but it's on my. It's like I'm fixed, kind of. I just
It's on your
don't know
radar?
if I'm pulling the trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
This is everything I like about a statue. It's got movement. It's telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love I do enjoy the PF, but I just think it's a little plain. But it looks amazing too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I even kind of think the Iron Studios looks a little plain, but at least it's a forward moving, gesture, which I do really enjoy too.
What I
But
like
it's
about
also
that
kind
one
of just
though,
like a Vader. Like I feel like those you can accomplish with a hot toy, which I have a hot toy version. Like I'm looking for something that I can't do with my hot toy, and this is one of those things I can't do with my hot toy.
huh? So, let me ask you then. That being said, what you want to do with your hot toys, like what I did with this Vader, right here, does that count? I mean, like trying
That's
to
not the
go
same
for
effect
the,
whatsoever.
It's close. It's getting there, I think.
It's close. I mean, you got
you're
the
telling the same
pose,
kind of story.
but you need the the
Oh.
orange. It's a little too much on the original,
Yeah.
but you do still need the fact that the Mustafar whatever
Just put
ashes
a
are burning
orange-
off parts of the
Put an
the
orange
costume
LED
too.
reflecting up to it.
You know what
More
pisses me off
LED
about this
again.
release?
I'll take a lighter to it. See
You
what
know what
happens.
pisses me off
Wow.
about this release? This release is fine. Just don't compare it to the original because you can't compare it to the original.
Right.
And it's not because I have the original or it's not because I don't have the original. It's just because you can't compare it. They're not on the same level.
I forgot you had the original.
It's not the same statue. It's not the same rendition. It's
I
not
know.
the same story. It's a different take on Vader. Just don't compare it to the original. You got these guys
I
coming in
agree.
here. Oh, this beats the original. When you close your eyes and you dream,
No,
it can beat it
no,
all
it
you
doesn't.
want. But you want to put the cards on the table. It really doesn't. You haven't even seen it yet. You can't say a statue beats another statue until you have in-hand photos. In my opinion, like.
Sure.
With so much, I said, for example, I think the XM one is nicer than the Sideshow one previously, but I'm just saying visually, that's why you have guys in the chats that are like, fucking, oh my God, the original one's garbage, this and that, this is the one. If this is your rendition of Vader, go for it, but just don't start saying, well, this is better, that's better, because come on, you look stupid until it's in your hand and you see it in the hand. Personally, I look at this, the way this cape is flowing, it's a superhero cape. It's not a Vader cape. I see superhero written all over this. I don't see
Yeah.
Vader. For me,
Look at that.
Vader is
No.
a heavy cape, and his cape can sway, but it's not going to start curling and this and that like this. That's just my
It
two
does
cents.
do that in the comics though.
That's fine, but for me, doesn't look like a Vader to me, and I also don't like the way they're depicting the lightsabers in the new Mythos statues either.
That I do agree with.
How do you? Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Danny, how you feel about that.
Looks like there's a
'cause I
little
don't-
blood clot there or something. I don't know.
I don't. It's not a deal breaker, but it feels very Hasbro-ish.
You get over
With that-
it. I mean,
Yeah, I get over
the-
it, but it's not a deal breaker. But I don't like
yeah,
it.
exactly. Like the mall massage that I have, it's at first it was you don't need that ignition effect, but it's something that you do get over just for the appreciation of the rest of the statue of what's going on. So
I'm not the biggest fan of the cape on this either.
mhm.
I don't
And
like.
you can see his fucking toes. I want to
Yeah,
see
I
his
don't like-
fucking toes. What am I seeing his
How
fucking
dare
toes
you.
I like
for?
that. I like that
Dude, it got
idea.
burnt off, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Look at that. Okay, that flame is at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, it is. He's not wrong
It
there.
is. Yeah,
It's at a
going up.
what flow is that? It's like
Dude,
it's like a hidden
oxygen could've
invisible
just
wall.
sucked up from the top,
Oh,
man.
Danny, wake up, Danny.
But also, like,
There could have been a
Flame-
whoosh of oxygen.
flames-
It's like
flames move in all different directions. Like if you freeze framed a picture of a flame, you would see it
I
in a
know,
90-degree angle.
Eddie,
Maybe.
but this is a straight 90-degree angle
I
on
know
a
what you're
statue,
saying.
man. Come on.
Hey, I don't even like it. I'm just saying, like, you know, you could catch a flame in 90-degree angle, but I get what you're saying about it. I don't like this.
I don't hate
think,
it. I might even still order it, to be frank.
I think people want a Vader, and they are justifying this one to be the one that they're gonna
Yes.
get because of certain ones being
Yeah,
expensive and
exactly.
because
Yes.
they don't like
Well
they don't
said.
like the PF. I like the PF. I understand people's problem with the base. I don't like the base that much either. I still like the PF more, but that's personal preference. But yeah, I feel like this one has a little bit of hype to it, and I feel like that's all that it is.
Honestly,
It's a little hype.
the person that I think said it best, I don't think I can say it any better, Thor. You watch Thor's video, he said how I feel to a T.
Yeah, but I also think a little bit of the people that own the original just hate on this.
It has
right
nothing
off
to
the
do
bat.
with it. Not for me, at least. I'm sure it is because people get sensitive, but it has
A
nothing to
little-
do
Just like
with it.
no,
little
just
bit
like
to do
people
with it,
that
a little.
don't have it. Some people agree, or some people think this is better, but I don't think it's better.
No,
But I think it's
I
a
disagree
good-
with that.
Yeah, but somebody who
It's a
doesn't own
substitute.
it, Danny, someone who doesn't own it can't say it's better because they've never owned it, or if they
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen it
agree
in
with that.
person. Do you think it's fair to say it's
I
better?
haven't seen it in person.
Well,
Real
You're
quick,
special.
Cisco
Your
Mafia
experience.
says that.
Wow.
Cisco Mafia says, I see feudal Japan ink painting. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, thanks, Anthony, for the.
I
for the
see
$1
what you're
super
saying,
chat.
Anthony, and I look. If you like that artist's interpretation or that style, that's fine, dude. I
Yeah.
don't like it, and I don't like it with Vader. I agree with John. I don't like it with Vader. I like the PF has a different vibe to it, with the whole just the cape down and everything, and like that's the vibe I want when I see Vader. I don't want that sort of artist interpretation with it. I don't like that, and I don't like the X-wing either. I would have been fine with just some lava and shit or whatever, you know, rocks. Like you see the picture in the background, like a cliff, maybe on the right side, like a cliff with lava under the cliff, not all over the statue like the old one, but under the cliff you could see it. I would have been fine with something like that, you know. I would have thought that would have looked better than an X-wing. Don't do the flames. You fucked up the flames on Obi-Wan. You don't need to do it again. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't... If people like it, people like it. That's fine.
it. Exactly. If you like it, enjoy it. Just don't fucking say one's better than the other. I don't know.
It's all subjective, man. I mean, that's the great
Yeah.
thing. That's the beauty of art, you know. I mean,
Do
some
you think
people,
it'll pair
have
well?
different feelings about it.
With your Obi-Wan day?
I think. Oh,
I
Or
don't know.
John,
That's-
either you can
that's
answer
what
too.
I'm
I'm
kind
just
of
saying.
I think this is
debating.
gonna. I think this will pose well with the original Vader next to it. To be honest, just a different
Mafia-
variation.
Mafia, or Anthony, was saying he thinks it was meant to pose with the Palpatine. But I don't think it was meant to pose with the Palpatine just because Vader's looking down.
I think that Palpatine was made, or that Sidious was actually made more for the Darth Maul, because if you pair them together,
Yeah, I agree with that.
If the Palpatine's looking down, Maul's looking up, it kind of looks like they're kind of having their own kind of thing. This is something completely different. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get another Mythos piece that would, be an accent piece to this. I mean, who knows? I doubt it, but I mean, it's always possible. That could be a thing or not.
Oh, Darth Kenobi.
Maybe.
He
Let's
has
see what the
original.
Let's see what the price
thinks
is,
this is better.
and let's see the edition size.
Oh, Darth Kenobi's in the chat. It says, yeah, what about the person who did the only original in the OG and still likes it better than the other and actually thinks that this one is better? I mean, yeah, like I said,
All the power to you, buddy.
It's all, it's all subjective, bro. So
Now you
it
owned
is-
it, you sold it, you regret it, so you're trying to look for another one.
Hey, Darth Kenobi, you're
Jesus
getting rid of the
Christ,
original? Hit me up.
Got him. They just
Nah, there's nobody to get.
No, everyone get it, just fine, but just have healthy conversations. It's like I see people on freaking online just having stupid conversations. Have healthy conversations.
I am the other way. I think people are saying, "Oh, this is way better than the PF. This looks way better than PF." I think both.
No.
I think I'm not saying the PF is better. I think both have their problems. I think you got to figure out which problems you're okay with, which design you're okay with. But I don't think either of them are great.
They're
I
both
just
in two
prefer
similar
that
poses,
one.
though.
Yeah, but people get
that's-
excited too, and they just kind of.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of hype.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hype.
Because I'm guilty of that too. Probably if I see
Let-
something, I'm like, oh my god, I want
Hey.
this. This looks like the best.
Well,
thing I've
hey,
seen."
the first night this came out, that's what you were saying.
Let's
I want
see
it.
How dare you?
Let's see if they come.
But
if
okay.
it comes with some swap outs, like
Yeah.
the helmet, damaged
so.
helmet and stuff
I
like
hope so.
that
See,
will
that's
change.
why I'm waiting. I'm
Would that,
waiting
Yeah.
for
would that change your mind? Would that sway your
That'll make a
decision
big
little
difference, I think. Yeah.
bit? I hope so.
But
I hope
also,
they
like,
do.
I'm coming from the comics. Like, I've read the comics, the Jason Aaron,
Yeah.
the Kieran
Yeah.
Gillen, and dude, Vader. Like, they're showing Vader the way he is in his prime. He's jumping around. He's, the wind is flowing. He's doing all the stuff that not that old David Pross guy was doing during the original. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
could barely move in that thick latex suit.
Yeah, but when you ask someone who is their Vader,
Yeah, Darth Kenobi says he
old-
owned
the
it
old-
twice.
like we said, Danny,
Wow.
it's all gonna go down to what interpretation you like.
Yeah.
What interpretation?
I
you
dig
like.
it.
Or
I
what-
think it fits
yeah.
well with what I envision Vader. when
I think
he's
it'll
at-
fit
when
well.
he's-
I agree, Danny. I think it'll fit well in your display over there. I think
10,000 edition
Well,
size.
we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it ain't gonna be that high.
Because
The
I
end
heard,
scene?
I heard
end
XM
scene
is
of
doing
Rogue
a
One?
Darth Vader.
Is she talking about the PF? Not this.
Don't ruin
This
it for
is not
cash.
the end scene of Rogue One, is it? He wasn't damaged in Rogue One, was he?
No.
No, just a general pose. He was looking to the side with his arms down, lightsaber ignited.
When he's looking out of the ship, right?
right, yeah.
Yeah. I think the
can't-
PF
That's true,
looks more
CC.
like that than
I
this.
just can't get over the 90-degree
Cash
flame.
is in here like, what? Darth Vader was in Rogue One? Spoilers, man.
Christ.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. DJ prefers the premium format.
With the medieval
with
times.
with the medieval times castle.
You're not wrong, man.
Or the OG Mythos over this one.
I would love to get a custom base for that. Just have him just on like a plain ass Death Star base or something, you know.
But again, that
Museum.
one's this is 5th scale. The other one's quarter scale.
That's another thing. that
When you
sways
put
me
them
to the
side
other
by
one.
side, I'll tell you right now, the quarter scale will blow this to smithereens just because of the presence. If you pose that, even with a shitty base, because a base is easy to fix, you can cover a base, right? You can
Wait, how
put.
can you say
one
that
of-
without owning it, bro?
Well, that's true. No,
Oh,
well,
got
we saw,
it.
hold on a second though. Hold on. In my defense, we saw it in person at the Sideshow Con, so we actually saw it.
You weren't there, motherfucker.
Well, we could see it, but you could see it next to the person. This is
Yeah.
off of.
Oh,
this is
you're right.
Photoshop. This is flipping
You're
You be high
Photoshop.
jump in?
They didn't have the Vader at LA Comic Con at their booth, which sucks. I would have loved to have seen that.
Regardless, I was saying something before Danny.
You're
Fuck.
right. Yeah.
In and out. That's all I have to say. In and then out.
Wow.
No,
hate to
Danny
see
ain't
it,
going
Danny.
nowhere.
The satin, if you get like a satin black cover, you can play around with that base. But I'm just saying, if you put these next to each other, I think the presence of the quarter scale will take away, like will overpower this
Yeah.
displayed well. I know
Maybe.
everyone hates the fabric cape and stuff, but I don't know. Do I know what I'm talking? I don't know what I'm talking about. Just collect what you want. Fuck.
Exactly. But I want to see more.
Are you Mario?
Hey.
What are you thinking about it? I mean, we all talked. What do you think?
I do agree with everybody's points. I definitely agree that this is no way better than the original one. But I do like it. I am on the fence as far as picking it up. I want to pick it up, but the thing is, I already have the premium format on order.
Yeah.
I
This will go better with your statues. that you
yeah.
have.
If I were to keep the Mythos line in its own section, then yeah, that would look great. You know, next to these as a collection, and keep the premium format, I guess, on another shelf. You know, with some other quarter scales that I have in the collection. I don't hate it, but I do like it. Whether or not I'll pick it up, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Dude, if anything, you have plenty of time. This is
7,500
not going
editions.
anywhere.
I would have
That's what I'm
The Asajj is on waitlist, I think.
After 10
Finally.
years.
I mean, it's been
This is about a
like
year.
a year and a
Actually,
half,
2
maybe.
years. I mean, a year and a
Yeah.
half since she's been out.
So that went
Yes, I
out
know.
quicker than I thought it would, and I mean, I don't know if Maul is almost on waitlist, but I know the Asajj is, so that was quicker.
I don't know if
than
you guys
I
are too
expected.
young, but do you remember when
Well, I'm way too young.
you would order a statue sometimes and before it even finished
Supposed to
pre-order it
just
would
say
sell out
Eddie.
already?
I'm sorry, John.
Before the pre-order, it would sell out.
It
I don't
sold out?
remember that.
I'm like, oh yeah. Statues used to back in the days.
I found Sideshow in 2018, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Back in
I
the day,
didn't-
man,
yeah,
Sideshow
I don't know anything about
Sideshow
that
would
stuff.
sell out during its pre-order phase. You know how
I think
like let's,
the only
companies
one
like
I remember
NYC
was
does? Sideshow used to be
Thanos.
like that.
Wow.
Well, things were a lot cheaper too.
Oh yeah.
You know.
No, but it's
Mythos
even
was
happening with
supposed to be
XM and stuff. Things are selling out Queen. I don't think it's price. It's
Didn't
edition
Thanos
size.
Throne sell out?
Huh?
Didn't Thanos
Thanos on Throne
sell
sold out,
out
yeah.
on,
I think that's the most
yeah,
recent
PO.
one that I can remember that sold out right
That's
away.
what me too.
Yeah. How many years
CC
is that
says
already?
that CC collects art prints, so John, she knows the feeling.
Love that feeling, CC. You know, CC, it sucks when you don't get it, but when you can get one and then it sells out, oh, that's the best feeling. Maybe it's selfish, but it's the best feeling.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, man, because you gotta have. I'm all for making it equal for the community, but you gotta have some aspects to that have that competitive nature. It can't just be, oh well, here, one for everybody. Let's make everybody happy. Sure, we can do that, but let's find a balance. Fuck.
In the current community, I mean, but you're always going to have, new collectors as well that are going to be coming in.
Okay, so the new
later on.
collectors-
They miss that, So
So the new collectors can stick to the regular versions then. Put the exclusives at like 200, 500, whatever. Then they get stuck with the regulars. I don't know. Like, come on. New collectors, that's fine. I appreciate you, new collectors. The companies
They
need
also
money.
make a million of the same character.
Exactly.
Mario, though, so the new collector could just get the one that comes out next
that's
year.
true.
New collector has
Yeah.
fucking 10 Wolverines to choose from.
Same with Vader, man. I mean, there's a ton of Vaders that are always going to be coming and going. So there's always going to that's the one thing that I really appreciate about Thor making that point is that always exercise patience because there's always going to be another piece coming out of the same character pretty much over and over again, or at least these big name characters.
Dude, Cash said it just went up. Is that true or no?
You're a lot. He's trying to fuck with you, Danny. Let me see. I'm on Sideshow right now, Cash. If I don't see it
Dude,
there,
we're on
Hold on a
to-
second.
Cash, drop
I'll
the
block
link in
him
the
now.
chat,
Hold on.
Cash.
I'm going to block him right now. Hold on.
Don't block Cash. How dare you, sir?
it's not
Cash
up.
can't be coming here lying.
What a liar, bro.
Jesus.
Let's
Unless
see.
I just don't see it.
Vader, Mythos. Oh shit! I just saw something. Hang on. Still coming
Dude,
soon,
Cash,
Cash.
Cash, you
Jesus
just threw a
Cash.
wrench into
He
the
just
show.
trolled
How
everybody,
dare you.
man. Yeah, thanks,
Fucking-
bro.
It's okay. I'm going to block him for 10 minutes.
Don't worry, we'll do the same when we jump on his show.
Yeah. Wait till next Wednesday. Throw all kinds of wrenches in that show. We're all gonna be on there. So let's yeah. Anyway, let me
I'm not gonna be on there.
Oh, you are now.
Wow.
I'll send you the link.
Wow.
All right.
Okay,
you can
moving
take my
on.
spot. Already.
Oh
I'm joking.
wow.
I'm kidding.
Another
Dude, I just
beauty.
canceled my Disney Plus. I'm not showing up next
Yeah,
Wednesday.
fuck Boba Fett. That's it. They pulled it off Disney Plus. They're never gonna. No one's gonna see it anymore. It's Mario's fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. Another Thor premium format was shown. Yeah, looks cool. It's another classic Thor. I actually like it. It's a decent rendition. I like that it's this looks dynamic to me, and I know that there's some chatter about whether or not if Mjolnir has a handle or not, but it looks like he's holding.
There
it
there
from
was
the,
no
You
chatter.
can see the handle
That-
right there.
Don't even bring that up.
Yeah. So,
Brenton-
but it looks like
Brenton
he's holding it
disgusts
from
me.
the-
Brenton,
Brenton is
yeah, Fucking Brenton, man. There's no handle. Why the fuck would they not put it?
Exactly.
Just holding it
I'm
from
reading
the
too
latch,
much
right?
Daredevil and Venom.
You can see it right
Was it
there.
Brenton?
You can see
No,
the
I
shit.
know. Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
it in this bigger picture. You can see the handle there, and so in this other photo, you just see like he's holding something. I guess it's just like the latch at the end of the handle, like if he's gonna spin it.
Yeah.
but
Because that's how he's holding it in the comic cover.
Yeah.
That this is, I think, based off of. The people had mentioned that it was based off. What cover is that, Danny? Do you know? Where
Silver
he's
Surfer
fighting
number
Silver
4.
Surfer?
Just
Yeah.
the pose, because the base is off.
Yeah. The
In
base
in
is
the cover, he'd
a
be
frost
on
giant.
the
so.
Bifrost.
What are we looking at on
Bifrost.
the base right now?
The base is cool. I love the base. I didn't
I
even
like
notice the frost giant. I don't know if Danny pointed that out to me. Someone pointed that out to me. That's really cool.
Yeah, I dig the
What
base
what
too.
should it be, Danny?
If it's supposed to be Silver Surfer 4, it should be the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, the Bifrost? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a
Um,
dope looking piece. I like it.
I love this, dude. I really like it a lot. There are things that I think are weird about it. Like in this right picture, I think his arm looks a little wonky, a little bit. I don't know, something about the tricep and the way, just the whole like form
You
of
think
the arm in the right
proportions are
picture
off?
looks a
It
little
looks like
weird
too
to me.
big?
Yeah, but in the left it looks fine. I mean, he's supposed to be. Back in the day, he was drawn super thick, super like kind of like that oblong shaped muscles and over exaggerated quads and kind of wonky, but it works for Thor. I think it looks really good. I like the pose. I like that it's different. I like that it's OG. It's a nice contrast to the newer Daniel Bell Breaker of Brimstone Thor. So I'm excited to see the PO go up for this. I'll probably get it as well. Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
But you're just, like pulling away from some of the comic pieces, though, aren't you? So you're gonna make an exception for this Thor. You gotta have a Thor back in the collection.
I'm going back.
You're
I
going
fucked
back?
up. I sold all those because I had to move, and
Yeah.
I realized that I love all that stuff, and so yeah, I'm going back. But I actually might be getting the Breaker of Brimstone again. from
Comics in the
somebody.
chat says that Comics hasn't been having the best time in their life, but he's happy to have streams like this to listen to. Much love,
Oh,
bro.
man.
Love this guy. Look at him.
Dude,
Wow, that's
comics.
really
I hope
appreciate
everything's
that, man.
going well, comics. I hope you're
Exactly,
doing
comics.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I
only-
hope
it
you
only
pull
goes
through
up from
all
here,
that,
man.
Yeah,
Remember that.
Yeah, hang in there, brother.
one day at a time. man.
Yeah. What do you think, John? What are your thoughts about this piece?
I'm so sick of Thor already.
Dude, don't. What the fuck?
you
I'm
sick of
here.
Thor?
I'm right
He's
here.
fucking
Okay, I
Batman
appreciate
or-
it's fine, but it's like God, the same characters over and over again.
I mean, you're not. You're
Look,
not
come on,
100%
dude.
wrong.
You are not wrong.
Come on, dude.
Come
Like,
on, dude.
okay,
It's
it's
always-
nice. That's fine. It's cool. His teeth.
His
But,
teeth?
Yeah, the way you,
You
see
got a
his
problem
teeth.
with his fucking teeth?
There's an angle on the teeth that looks a little weird, fucking Bugs Bunny or something. But whatever.
Wow. Danny, you're muted. What'd you say?
It does look a little Rob Liefeld.
Oh, that's what I was thinking when I thought
Okay.
the oblong shaped stuff. Is that
How
what
do
you're
you
talking
feel?
about?
How do you feel
For
about
the
the
teeth,
cape
yeah.
not being sculpted?
Well, I didn't know.
The way
Rob
they have it
Liefeld was
posed here
known for
looks
his
good.
teeth.
If I
Yeah,
can
well-
mimic that, perfect.
I think a lot of people are going to be pissed about it. It's nice, whatever. Okay,
I
it's
don't
a-
mind. I don't mind.
But I've never had to deal with this type of cape before, so I don't know.
Yeah.
There, you have to. But we do. We collect Hot Toys, or we've all.
Yeah, but all my
we used
Hot
to.
Toys, all the capes just
No, I know, but
naturally flow down.
you're used to posing things, so it's not really that big a deal. You can make it look good. I think sculpted capes look better, but I don't mind the fabric capes.
I think it's well proportioned. The anatomy of the body looks good, and the
I
base
think
is
the
cool.
arm is too damn big. Look
Do you?
at the. I'm looking at his.
I love
it. Where his what you call it? What,
On
is
the
that a
right
bicep?
side.
In the
Tricep.
back. No, on his left arm.
It's the tricep.
On his left arm, it looks way too damn big in proportion to
Well,
his forearm.
I
and
think it's
everything
cool.
else.
You
It looks
have
like it's falling
you,
out.
It's possible to have a tricep that
Yeah,
big.
it is, of course. Especially the God of
Well,
Thunder.
Wow, look at that. There it is right there.
Yeah,
you saw
okay.
it. You never heard
I
of the
missed it.
5
Do it again, Danny?
percenters, Mario?
No, is Danny one of them?
No.
He does his
Richard
tricep dips.
Was it
Dude,
Richard
it's-
Pena? Is
Come on,
that his
Danny.
name, Danny?
Come on,
Danny,
Danny.
put that off though. We're gonna see the chicken arms there.
How dare you, John? It's
That's
comic
for un-
proportions, man.
That's for
It's comic
unboxings
Yeah.
only.
He
I have
was-
copyright on those triceps.
He was drawing really accentuated muscles back in the day, so I get it. I do think on the right it looks weird though. So I want to see more pictures, more angles. I don't know. I think I would display it the way it is on the left, but I don't know, because Gio brought up a good point. Certain angles you're not going to see the hammer at all, and you want to be able to see everything. You know, Thor. The big part of Thor is the fucking hammer, so you want to be able to see that from the angle you're
Yeah.
displaying it at. So you do kind of gotta figure out what's gonna happen, like what angle
shit.
you're gonna display. But
He's
What?
right. I'm sorry to be rude.
no, you're good.
Cash is right.
Oh,
Come on, man.
dude,
Vader
John, don't
Mythos,
troll us.
it's
You're
estimated
trolling us.
arrival January 2023 to March 2023, and it's coming in at $630. But
Did they
what you
show
did,
scope?
Cash, is you RSVP'd for more information. You RSVP'd for the pre-order. You didn't actually pre-order it yet. You just RSVP'd so that they're going to send you an email when it actually comes up for pre-order. I don't think it's actually up yet,
Oh, okay.
unless I'm
I always
crazy.
repeat also. Let me see if it comes up.
But for
It
him,
would
it
be
gives
in
him all
your
the
email.
details.
Mario, if you did.
Let me see.
But back to this, it's a nice statue. If you don't have a representation of Thor in your collection, go ham, as opposed to paying ridiculous prices on some other ones. It's just when I look at this, it's not Thor. Like it's not my Thor, for me.
What's your Thor?
I like the original PF they did.
Oh, you have that. That's right. I forgot about
That's
that.
my-
that
like,
one. Yeah, that's the OG.
That's
one,
like my.
so-
That's my.
That was
When I
nice.
think of Thor, is what I. That's.
I like
how
the pose on that one.
Yeah.
Too. I can appreciate both, and I, as a Thor fan, I think I can appreciate having different representations in the collection.
Yeah.
So, but I do understand what you're saying.
Let's get like some characters we haven't seen yet that like Joe always mentions, and I agree with like Two-Face and
Like who though?
Two-Face and.
Well, I mean that's different property. They still have to keep on putting up Marvel stuff.
Give us like some nice Black Panther, or give us I don't
Weapon
know,
X, an
something-
updated
yeah,
Weapon
like,
X.
come on, man.
Has
Give
Sideshow
us-
ever done a Weapon X, Danny? I know Iron
have
Studios,
no
and I know
idea.
I love the XM one, but I would like to see a new Weapon X.
Doctor Strange or
Dude, they just put out a Doctor Strange, didn't they?
They did. They did a couple. Was that like
The- with
2019?
The cloth cape.
Yeah, I think
Who
it was
else did they do
2019.
Black Panther. Did they do a Hawkeye?
That's what I'm saying.
Hawkeye
I
would
think
be
they
a
need to
good
put
one,
a
but
Hawkeye soon because they
I
haven't
don't
done that.
think
in a while.
Hawkeye is popular enough.
Give
I
me
know
a-
that with the
Now
show
he
he's
will.
popular,
Yeah.
A nice Daredevil and Kingpin. Oh my god!
but maybe they did a Daredevil not that long ago.
Yeah.
Getting into this Daredevil show. Oh my god, love it.
Go back and get the
Dude, I
Iron
dig
Studios
this
one
one.
that Cash has, and the one that Eddie had.
They could have done an Iron Fist.
I
Danny.
appreciate the one Eddie
I
has.
don't know if anybody would buy that.
Yeah,
shit,
Iron Fist.
but
Yeah.
they could have done an Iron Fist. They could do a Luke Cage. I would love to see a Luke Cage, honestly.
But I
Elektra.
think Thor will outsell Iron Fist any day.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's why they
So
picked
I know
this
where
kind
they're
of character.
thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this. Just I can always go for a classic comic book Thor.
And the base is cool. You haven't seen a Frost Giant base yet.
Wait a second. How about a nice Loki?
Yeah,
Give me a Loki on throne.
People were saying let's get a Loki. An Odin? I would like to see an Odin.
Oh come on, there's so many. They just want to. It's safe, man.
Dude,
Oh,
if anything,
you
they
know what
should
would've
do
been sick?
more- They should do like Balder or some of the
When
other,
they
the
said
Heroes
when they
Baldur?
said Asgard, I was thinking they were gonna do a Valkyrie.
3. Dude, you tried-
A Valkyrie would be really cool
That'd be
to see.
interesting.
Phantom X. I don't know.
Excuse me.
We'll see. But just come on, Sideshow's there. Come on, give us some different stuff. No more
Stop
playing
it,
it safe.
John.
Here's something different. It's actually in conjunction with Tweeterhead. We saw this earlier last year. This is a He-Man and Battle Cat classic deluxe maquette. We've seen this printed out already, displayed at the shows. So I'm curious as to why we don't have a painted prototype by now, because that was like like mid summertime last year, I think, when we talked about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of strange that they didn't. I mean, I think the Merman also they announced, and I remember seeing those printed out as well. I like this. I like the idea of this, and I really hope. I think Tweeterhead is doing an amazing job with their Masters of the Universe line. The Hordak they just did, that looked pretty dope, and this will be cool to see. I like the printed version that they did, but I would love to see this thing like fully painted up and all. So I'm looking forward to it. I know everyone else here might be a little too young, but is anybody into He-Man or?
I didn't. I'm not super huge into He-Man. I remember watching the cartoons a little bit. I like the 80s of it though. I kind of want a He-Man and Battle Cat just because I like that era. I like He-Man. I like Conan. I like those kind of characters that are just like super buff, back in the sword fighting days with swords and shields and crazy monsters and Skeletor, and I appreciate that. And when we saw the grayscale, the prototype, I thought it looked amazing, and I wouldn't mind having some sort of representation of He-Man in the collection. But that'd be a hard stretch. It would be like way at the end of my list because I'm not a huge He-Man guy, but I am interested in seeing the full renders of this.
Yeah, we should have seen something like done by now. About you, John? You interested in anything like this?
That's before my time, my friend. I've never seen anything.
You
didn't watch the morning cartoons, John? It was like the early morning stuff that this would come on, or like, when they do the older stuff.
Yeah, no, I never watched this.
What about you, Danny? I know you know
This
He-Man,
was-
bro.
This was during
This
my
was during
time.
your time.
I didn't watch it though.
Didn't
Like
care
that
for
was
it?
one of the ones. Not that I didn't care for it. It just wasn't. Maybe it was on channel 36 or something, like a different channel. Like I remember, like Transformers and GI Joe. Those were on KTVU, right? Or channel 2.
Whatever
the
your
Fox
whatever your
network?
channel 2 is, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not all the same everywhere, bro. So
but yeah, I just never viewed it for some reason.
you
And
don't really care
I
for it.
remember having a few of the toys, but I think Tweeterhead's been killing it with these. Like,
Yeah.
Tweeterhead in general. Like, I do not own one Tweeterhead, but I feel like everything I've seen, they've been doing a really good job on everything, it seems.
Walton Junkie is asking how young is John?
Me and
I've
John
never
are
heard of this.
very close to the same age.
Walton, how old are you?
Tweeter. Late Night Trip says that Tweeterhead is killing with their stuff that they've been coming out.
Dude, that's just
Never
what
had
I
a
said.
piece, but I'm looking at the Wolverine third scale.
When John was like, I don't know how old you guys is, this was before your time. I was like, John, me and you are the only ones that are fucking 90s.
Same
I meant before your collecting time. There. 91,
How can-
Walton. 91.
How does Eddie know it though?
I know. Well, I'm telling you, I watched a lot of cartoons, and I remember watching it. It was just the older cartoons would come on before the new stuff, so I remember that. And I remember. How can you not know I Have the Power? That shit is iconic.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, I know of it. I just never watched
I
it.
don't watch no shirtless guys with a bowl cut. It's not my
Wow.
kind of.
Dude,
you
that's
not like
80s.
Conan?
That's classic 80s right there with long hair and the muscles and the.
I'm not
fucking-
gonna put it down. Maybe I'll watch it. I'll get back. I'll watch a couple episodes.
Dude, you watch the Dolph Lundgren
It doesn't
movie.
hold up, dude. I wouldn't waste your time, man. To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I went
Well,
back to
don't watch the
revisit it.
Dolph.
No,
The Dolph
watch it. That's a
Lundgren.
good
I
movie.
grew up with that shit,
As
but
a-
that shit
as
is.
a kid. Yeah,
That was
you're
rough.
You're really
That
gonna
shit
be
is rough.
questioning like why Americans are watching this shit. But
Dude, I like the Dolph Lundgren one. Dude, it's got Courtney Cox too. Early Courtney Cox.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Darkside Customs. Damn it, John, you got me doing it now too. Darkside Studios showed off their Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, some of the renders. Looking at the third scale piece
He's
here.
getting pretty good with that 3D printer, huh?
Yeah, look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Getting
Wow.
really good.
They don't need
finally some
four
decent
cats
cats.
on a base.
Why do they... Fucking cats, man. I wonder if the cats are removable.
I hope so. I can toss those things out the window.
Yeah, I know. What the
How
fuck
dare
is it?
you?
Lot
Looks
of
good
cats.
though, man. You can't take it away. Now.
Oh, if I want that 1/3 line, and this would go in with that, man. I'm tempted. I am super tempted. Plus, they did that head, which is the head that I wanted. So
You want this head?
I want
want that
all
head.
the head,
Wow.
all the head in the whole world.
In the whole world? Okay.
But
this is just
this
a
looks
render,
good.
guys. But we got to see it.
yeah, I
Well,
mean, you're right.
they can shoot renders out of the ass.
Out of the
You
head.
got to see it prototype put together, and then come talk to me. Yeah, this is exciting. Gets people talking, but they have like a portfolio of like 100 flipping licenses they're working on
Yeah.
right now.
And their
They're putting out a ton.
their
of
Neo
stuff.
sucked. So
let's take it one step at a time and don't get over your head.
The only one
Did
that's
that-
been shown is the Spock, right, Mr. Spock?
and
No, Terminator.
the
they did
Terminator stuff.
The motorcycle
the-
one, right?
The motorcycle
and
and
the Linda
Yeah.
Hamilton.
The Linda Hamilton looked okay, but just
Yeah.
kind of like a little plasticky, I guess, the skin.
Mhm.
yeah. The bike looks insane. I really want that bike, but it's fucking. Their statues are expensive as fuck, even for third scale.
Yep.
They got to
Yeah,
pay
it's
for all the
crazy.
Wait a
license.
second. Didn't another company just announce this license also? Wasn't it Prime? Or am I?
Yeah.
It was Prime, right?
Prime.
Yeah.
Dude, Eddie's getting those 1/3 primes.
No, but that's Batman and Robin you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
But
didn't they,
they
get
did-
the return? They got the returns. No, right?
Returns? No, I don't
Did
think
they?
anybody did. No.
I thought they showed a returns symbol, but they didn't show any statues. I thought
Okay.
they showed the symbol.
I
for it.
thought someone did. I know. I think it was. Yeah, someone did. Whatever. At this point, fuck. We're getting these companies are going back head to head with the exact same statues. What the fuck? Someone get the Star Wars license already.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Star Wars is so
actually,
hot right now. It's you can't
we're
even
gonna go
touch Star
ahead.
Wars.
We'll get to Star Wars in just a second, but first, John, let's take a minute to thank Watto Scrapyard.
Oh, let's do it. We want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of In and Outs. You can find them on Instagram at Watto Scrapyard and on Facebook and eBay as well. They make 3D printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as many resin printed head sculpts of dozens of different characters in the Star Wars universe. If you don't see a character you like on their Instagram, send them a message and they can get a design and printed for a reasonable fee. Guys, make sure you hit up Watto Scrapyard.
You got him
Yeah.
off guard.
Oh, nice. Thank God I was
Yeah,
ready.
let's do it.
He was like, "What?"
I was like, oh,
He's like, yeah, let's do it.
I got it.
Oh, man.
I'm here.
Thank
He
you,
was
Watto's,
expecting you
for
to press play.
sponsoring this episode of Ins and Outs of Collecting. John, so let's go ahead and actually transition to Star Wars because NYC, oh man, they brought out a bunch of announcements for these 12 days of Christmas. Starting off with day one, they announced a Sand Trooper along with a Tanny 4 piece. So, yeah,
What's the-
I was really excited for this first one. What's the scale?
What's the ship thing? What
The
is
tent-
it?
The Tanty 4?
Oh, the long ship, right?
The long
one,
ship.
They're showing the
and
front of
Leia
it
was
here.
in?
That's why I'm confused,
Yeah.
but I know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 These are like these are whatever to me. These two, but it gets
I'm
better.
interested in.
It gets
I'm
better
interested
later
in the
on
Sand
for me.
Trooper.
Really?
I feel like
Cash
my
coming in.
Hot Toys is good enough for now.
Sand Trooper is the Jeddah Patrol, right? Is that the same
Similar.
thing? Like it's gonna have the orange
It's
pauldron.
similar. Yeah,
Okay.
it's similar.
Can I
It's
give you
similar.
guys a scenario? And
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't know if I should say this, but okay, XM, great. What they're doing is great. Great products, things that we're not seeing. Now, here's a quick question: you get a company that comes in and swoops in on this license. What do you think is going to happen?
Are you
Not a
saying
damn
that?
thing.
No, not on a business perspective. I'm speaking on a product perspective. Do you think the value will still be there?
On these?
Yeah,
For XM,
I'm fucking talking to myself.
Yes,
I'm kinda
because I
confused.
think any company, that gets the license is just gonna do more Vaders and more Mauls and more. And NYC is doing. I mean, look, they're doing a Sand Trooper. We're not gonna see a Sand Trooper even if a licensed company gets it.
Yeah, but look at XM doing like Revan and Malik. Would you have expected them to do
Yeah,
that?
and look how fucking long it took for them just to do those two.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't think
but
XM's doing troopers yet.
I don't know.
I
We
think
haven't
they're
even
hitting-
seen XM. The Revan and Malik are shipping, and we still haven't seen a tease for a new Star Wars piece.
I just worry about that. That's all.
Yeah. No, we'll see.
It's Sideshow that needs to jump up and start.
No, but
Yes,
Sideshow's
yes.
quality. I don't want them to get it because their quality is not. I don't think it's going to be there as to what we want. You want a
In
company
Star
like
Wars, yeah.
you want a company like Queen Studios or Prime One XM. Those guys to get the heavy hitter statues. Sideshow's just like okay, they'll do it, but whatever. We've said it before, Mario. Queen Studios with a Star Wars license, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
That's game
a
over.
game changer. That's an absolute game changer. Yeah, Walton says that Revan is much more dynamic, than a plain Jane Trooper. I agree.
Yeah.
Late Night Trip says as long as we keep getting something.
That's true. That's true.
Daryl is great, but I enjoyed the episodes more. I like Daryl
What?
more. Red Wolf. We're talking Macross. They were
Oh,
talking
I was
Macross
like, what
earlier.
the fuck is Daryl?
Do you remember Love?
Oh.
Shout out to Red Wolf. I hardly see Red Wolf anymore. It's good to see you tonight, man. Day 3, they talked the Tusken camp, the second half of it, along with the skiff. From Return of the Jedi. The first Tusken piece was huge, and with that massive that was there, that was a nice compliment. To
Yeah,
the
that's
Tusken
cool.
Raider. I really like that, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the second half of it.
The
I
skiff,
think the skiff
that was
was pretty
cool.
cool too.
yeah, that was cool to see the skiff. I think that's definitely someone who collects these little models. I think that's definitely a hard hitter right there. The skiff.
What else
Not-
we got?
I mean, the comics. Is that Tusken from the comics or something? Because I've never even seen that kind of a Tusken.
I think I want to say they took this from the Mandalorian from season 2.
Really?
I don't know
Because
if
we
they-
haven't. I haven't seen that guy yet. I haven't seen one that looks like this.
Yeah, I don't recall if this particular look was in there, but I thought I heard something that the inspiration for the set was taken from the Mandalorian.
Well,
So, yeah, I really don't. I'm really not 100% on that. Day 5 and day 6, we get Greedo and a Y-wing. Dude, I love the design for the Y-wing. That's such a freaking kick-ass ship.
Yeah, me too.
I love that they're doing like OT ships, and it's I really want to get them, but I just can't right now. But
Yeah, you get one, you gotta get more than you gotta get the X-wing,
exactly.
That's the
You gotta
thing
get
with
the
them.
B-wing.
Yeah, that's true.
A-wing.
Yeah,
You're
they
right.
already announced Darth Vader's TIE fighter. That thing went quick. And yeah, speaking of Darth Vader's TIE fighter, we're not there yet. Day 7 brought some sort of droid that none of us know who it is yet. And day 8 brought Qui-Gon.
I think this is on Hoth. This droid thing. It was something from Hoth. I kind of remember it now.
From Echo Base.
Yeah. I don't
Sounds
know
right.
what it's called, but I kind of remember it from Empire.
It looks like
So-
a fire droid. Like those are.
Well,
fire
you could
nozzles.
see the snow on it.
Oh, can you?
Look at the base and then look at the top left of the top. It looks like that's some kind of snow
Oh, yeah.
weathering there.
It could be sand.
I guess it could be sand.
Oh wait, no. There's hoses. There's a lot of hoses in.
That's what made me
Hoth base.
think Hoth. Yeah, it's the hoses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, Eddie.
yeah, that's possible.
Dude, Zach's wrong about you, man.
Man.
You're all good for something.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Wow.
Wow. You hate to
Eddie,
see
you
it.
were
It's the slow
excited
knife.
about another
Oh,
about another
Yes.
a custom piece that was doing Qui-Gon. So here's
Yeah, I
here's
forgot.
NYC's interpretation.
I think it's
Was it
D
D?
that's doing the Qui-Gon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This pose looks great. This tease here. I'm hoping. You know how they are with their likenesses, so I'm hoping it's not too far off. It looks good here. Even in the teases for some of their likenesses, it looks bad, but here it looks decent. So, yeah. Qui-Gon's my favorite Jedi, so I'm excited.
They showed the head sculpts for the Rex that's about to come out pretty soon, and
Luckily
it's not-
for
it's
me,
not there.
I can throw the helmet on there. Yeah, the Rex
Luckily,
is
yeah.
like whatever.
I wonder if he could put his portrait on one of the spikes.
Wow,
Cool.
that's dark,
That'd be
man.
crazy.
Jeez.
Just to try it.
From
just
the
to try it, mess
DC
around with it.
universe.
TIE Fighter's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get
Yep.
that TIE Fighter.
Wow.
24 scale
That
TIE
TIE Fighter's
Fighter.
really cool.
And a quarter scale Mud Trooper. That's another decent design, I think, is the Mud Trooper. Not such a plain Jane from the traditional Stormtrooper, but it's a different variation.
Well, I think a
it.
lot
I
of
like
people will be excited for that one. A lot of people
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And I think the TIE Fighter, you can decide if you want glass in it or not, or there's options you can choose. Am I right on that?
I think
They
they did
did
that
that
with
with
Darth
the
Vader,
Vader.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
And day 11, we got
Snakes on a
Mace
plane?
I'm
Windu.
interested.
We got
I'm tired.
lightsabers on a plane. And day
Of these
12, we got the
motherfucking things.
ATST.
These are both cool.
You mean the ATST?
The acids, whatever you want to call it.
Mace is interesting because I believe that it was Michael who said that he hadn't done a Mace because it was hard to get the paint right on Mace. So it's interesting to see that they teased him. But I also am interested in this. I love Mace Windu a lot, so I want to see how this comes out.
No one
Again-
has done a Mace Shadows that I'm aware of.
Yeah, and from this tease, it doesn't look half bad. So we'll see. But
Yeah, so it's decent.
the AT is cool too.
ST.
ST, my bad.
So
That's
do you guys
cool
have
too.
to have your likenesses perfect, like Hot Toys quality?
I would appreciate it
it's-
more.
If it's like a real movie actor, then yes, Danny, I have to.
I kind of don't mind the artistic interpretation.
I don't like. I think art. I think those words are a cover up for he fucked up, and
No,
now
but
I could call it.
I'm not
Me and
saying
Danny
you
had this
said
argument
it.
a lot, and I think people say artistic interpretation to get away with. We can't get the likeness as good as it should be, so here's our artistic
but not many people can. Though.
interpretation.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but then fucking don't do it.
Yeah, but then
It's-
people
Plain
order on
simple.
hype.
If you get a Thor and his face doesn't have a chiseled jaw, would
okay,
you be mad? If he
let me
was a
make an
skinny ass
example.
face with a long head, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you're pre-ordering it for this character. If it doesn't look like this character, then what the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
But not
this
like
is where you
100%.
order.
Like I'm saying, like comics. Like let's say Adam Hughes does his Leia. It's not perfect, Carrie Fisher, but it has a likeness of it.
See, that's
You know
where
what I mean?
you get
Yeah, but
into a
Adam
gray
Hughes
area.
is going to do a comic rendition. He's not going to really. He's going to make her look more comic book. He's not going to make her look.
Then don't do the robes to be all like real and textured and everything is real except the head. The head is a comic, but everything else is from the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
can see
not
that.
it's not the comic though. That's the problem is like this is meant to be the movie, so you can't just get away with being like, "Oh, the head is from the comic."
So
See,
what
I
if it
can
was like
forgive a
Anthony
little bit.
brings up a good point too. Sorry, what was Sean saying?
Sean said, I mean, the Clone Wars maze is an artistic interpretation as well.
Yeah, well then make the whole statue the Clone Wars mace.
Yeah,
Anthony
Anthony says
says-
that all art is interpretation.
But I don't mind the
Yeah,
hype.
but that's polka dots on a
Hype.
wall, not when you're trying to do a
That's
portrait.
fucking yeah. Okay, then the fucking Vader is beautiful. It's amazing. It doesn't suck.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, then that Thor is fucking perfect and everything is fucking perfect.
Even
Then you
with his
can't
big
complain
beaver
about
teeth.
anything. That's the problem.
No,
Is
but
like
you can choose not
that's
to
where
like
I
it
get.
too.
That's where me and John agree a lot. Is like, you use these fucking words just to justify shit now. Like, oh, everything is fucking beautiful. The whole world. You get an award. You get an award. What'd you get? 10th
No,
place.
it's
You
not
get a
that.
fucking
It's
award.
not that. It's different. You can still
It kind of
not
is
like,
that.
You can still not like a piece. You can say, "Oh, it's not well executed."
No, you can't, because then you get the entitled people that come out of the woodwork and say, "Oh,
No, but it's still what people prefer. Like you always
I'm
say.
sick of this. What people prefer and what people think. I'm
Yeah,
sick and
there
tired."
are some things that I
You
can
say
go.
You're sick of that, but then you say everyone buy
No.
what you like.
No, buy what you like. Buy what you like, but don't justify it and
Exactly.
say, "Oh, it's an interpretation." No,
Don't
it's
try to
not.
change my mind.
Yeah, don't. It's not. The thing I can do the whole buy what you like or whatever. Damn it, I had a good fucking point. Oh, but if it's meant to be something and it's not that thing, don't justify it.
Yeah.
The
don't care.
the whole thing with the Vader is it's meant to be something and they pull that off. I don't like what they pulled off. I'm not saying that it's not what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They try
Yeah.
to do that. They're trying to do a movie Mace. So if it doesn't look like Samuel L. Jackson, it ain't no interpretation. They fucked up.
I don't want no motherfucking snakes on my motherfucking plate.
Yeah, I don't
No.
want no Clone Wars head on a fucking
No.
real live body.
In all seriousness, no, this is not going to MIC. What I'm saying is, yeah, you buy what you love and buy what you like, but just don't try to change my mind. That's what I get pissed
Oh
off.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's
ever
trying to change
put-
your mind.
NYC,
no one puts tells you how to think.
for me, MIC, what they're doing is beautiful. They're my kind of collecting. You put something up for pre-order, in 15 minutes to half an hour, it's gone. That's what I love. That's my kind of collecting. But I think it leads to the point, though, where you have a lot of people who are doing that now, and then 2 weeks later, well, I changed my mind, and then they're listing it on Facebook because they're just getting into
I don't
it.
think they did. I don't think they did, Cece. We're gonna find out, but I hope they did. But I don't think they did.
What did CC ask?
She said they learned their lesson from Padme. We get it. We don't get it, Cece. It's still happening. We don't get it.
I'm fine with what they're
I don't
doing.
know.
I don't have a
think
problem with
NYC
what
is
they're
ever
doing.
gonna have like let's say a perfect likeness. It's just they're just. I don't think they're at that level.
Then I won't buy it.
Yeah.
Sideshow's not at that level, and they've been doing this how
And that's
long?
I'm
You
not
don't
telling
have to
people
buy
to
it.
not buy it. I'm just not gonna buy it. Go ahead and buy it.
Because like I don't think that Rex is good.
Yeah,
The
but
face.
Rex has a saving
Yeah,
grace.
you can put that helmet on.
Yeah, these don't have that.
Let's see what happens. Let's see when it comes out. We can't be judging it off this piece of this piece of art we're getting here. We can't judge it off that. We gotta wait, see what happens, and
I think they get closer and closer, but I
yeah,
don't
you
think
can't
they'll
judge
be-
it on a render. I 100%
Yeah.
agree with CC.
The AT-AT would be huge.
That would be nice.
I'm good with
Like the same
Lego.
way they did with the master with the MR. That'd be sweet. But
It's true though. We're not getting a
Yes.
mace anywhere else.
That's
We're not.
why I'm interested in this one.
you think I'm picking it up, Danny?
It's a possibility. I have my Jedi line that I'm envisioning.
My birthday's coming. You can pick it up for me too.
How dare you? It's not going to be perfect, John. You don't want it.
When's your birthday, John? Let the audience know.
Oh, that's a secret. I can't let my secrets go. Actually,
Do I know?
that was who was it? Warren was asking. I should have said 31. Fuck, not 30.
Darth Kenobi says I like what the
Bro,
Cherrick brothers tease with.
Let's
the
go look
Mythos
on
news."
Facebook.
It's March, man. March.
You all have them on Facebook. Jesus.
Dude, John's
CC's
changing it right now.
She hopes it looks great because Mace is long.
Yeah,
overdue.
it's. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
Walton is asking, are you building an addition, to your house for that Jedi, Danny?
No. They'll be going back there.
Where the hell are you gonna put it?
They'll be going back
He's
there.
got
once
space.
Danny
Yeah.
sleeps on the floor, don't you know? It's surrounded by
This is one room in his big ass house.
logic cases. Yeah.
Dude, small house.
This is just his first house. You got to go
Just
to the
kick your
second house
brother
down the
out.
street. But
Takafumi
no, that's
says
cool.
that MRC needs to stick with statues that aren't human.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe too. Maybe.
Maybe to a point, but look, I think they teased some pretty good pieces. I mean, yeah, with exception of the human, portraited pieces, we know that it's a high probability that they won't nail it. But I think everything else was a great announcement. All the ships and all the vehicles that have to do with the original trilogy, I'm all for that. I'd love to see it.
That Cad Bane, damn,
Wait, who?
love
great.
that piece.
Oh, the MIC one?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So Cad Bane, I got a couple of things that weren't on the show sheet that I was just browsing around. You guys want to check them out and talk about some stuff, or you guys just want to go ahead and put a pin in it here?
No, go ahead.
aren't we only on day
Okay.
11?
No, 12.
Day 11 and 12.
Oh, we went through all of them already. Damn.
Yeah.
We went through all of them. That's all of them.
Let's take it to the chat, guys. Do you want us to keep on going? We got 51 people in here.
Yeah, 51 people in here. Everybody give us, if you guys don't mind, how about hitting that like button?
Hit that like
That'd be
button.
much
Call
appreciated.
it- Stick the pin. I gotta go to sleep. No, I'm kidding. What are you
Let
talking
me
about? What
see
did you
here.
see?
Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Who was it? Honori Creations. They're the same company that did that RoboCop recently.
Okay.
They're teasing a T-800 from Terminator 1.
Ooh,
That's
the police.
the
version.
police shootout version.
Yeah.
January 13th, quarter scale. We saw Prime 1 do this in the third scale. That was a really nice looking piece. So I'm curious to see how this
Yeah.
company's rendition will.
Sideshow did a
do it.
quarter
You
as
know-
well ages ago.
I've never seen the first Terminator.
What?
Wow.
I started at Judgment Day, and I went from there.
Mario, that's the next movie of the week, man.
Let's do it. We got to do it, man.
I'll
And we
be
got to
back.
get you to watch this first Terminator movie. It's amazing. I like it better, to be honest, than the second one.
What?
Wow. Yeah, it's the more of the horror thriller aspect rather than and then they turned it into an action movie. So this one it's different. It's aged. Oh my God, it's aged, but it's a great freaking story, man. I love the first Terminator more than Terminator 2.
You get to see
High
Arnold's
praise.
behind.
Yes, you do. What else do we got?
Give me your clothes.
I need your clothes, your boots. Sure. Now, we also got a couple things from Gentle Giant, which I thought was pretty cool. They teased the Mandalorian on the throne.
Ooh.
Or Boba Fett on the throne, I'm sorry, from the Mandalorian.
And 1/6, huh?
Oh shit, that's gonna be 1/6.
Who
No,
knows?
but why are they teasing
Or
Boba Fett on
it'll
Throne
be
from
like
Mandalorian?
it might
and
be
not on-
1/7, Danny. 1/7.
They're teasing Boba Fett on Throne from Mandalorian. How about Boba Fett on Throne from Boba Fett?
Book of Boba? Well, what if
It
this
could be
comes with the
if
Fennec?
we see
Because that
the
might
red
be
boots.
Because you look at the time, it's probably they're basing off that last episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah, but we're already past that. Let's get with the times, right?
Yeah, but then that
I
would come
don't
out in
wanna
2 more
see a-
years.
I want to see a statue of Boba in the tunic. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see a statue of. There's all these statues,
Yeah,
these
here's
look
a
good.
bust of the. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. There's a
Yeah.
bust of the Book of Boba.
Their
So here
their
you go,
busts
John.
always tempt me.
They do look
This
nice.
one's perfect
They
because
really
you don't
do.
have eyes, so they're not gonna look one here or one there. It's
Oh,
helmeted.
Shout out to Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I like that. Now, here is your throne piece, if anyone is interested. This is Beast Kingdom.
Let this
Did a
guy
Stan
rest
Lee.
in peace already. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude, look low at the Greenish.
See, that's
Yeah,
a
it does.
turntable. Dean, take notes, Dean.
Wow. Poor
Wow.
Dean.
No appreciation.
Looks like
Yeah, you can see
Scarface
it.
chair.
It does.
Well, it's a throne for a king, man. I mean,
Well,
That's
technically,
not bad,
King
actually.
Jack Kirby's the king.
I was gonna say that, Danny, but I'm not a comic guy to know that. But I always hear people say Jack Kirby's the king. And
That was
that's
his nickname.
yeah. That does look like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you hate to see it.
The king of
They
cameos.
called
huh?
him the king.
There it is. The king of
Oh,
cameos.
they killed it with that sticker. That sticker looks bad.
I don't
This
care too much to have this.
This looks cheap.
I
Yeah,
like Stanley, but yeah, I don't know if I need a representation of him.
yeah. I would like to have a signed book by him. That would be nice.
What else do we got? Zion Art showed off their printed Cad Bane.
Jesus.
This looks pretty good from what I've seen.
Yeah, this is your. So anybody out there looking for fan art that may have missed out on the first Cad Bane from MIC, and here's your second chance. This one has a extra swap outs as well for the head sculpt.
I think the NYC one blows us out of the water.
The only thing about the NYC is the leather or the pleather jacket looks a little dollish, kind of.
Yeah, I like this one more.
Yeah,
As
the
far as
sculpted one does have a better.
Yeah, this looks
detail to it.
great. The paint apps and the
But
materials
NYC's
look
pose
awesome.
is way better, I think.
Yeah, I agree. But this isn't a bad next option either.
Yeah, this is
I passed on
Not
it with
bad.
everything that's going on, but I was on the list for this. And then he hit me up. It was just bad timing. I was like, I can't do this. I like it like that with the guns out. I don't know. I don't think it's better than NYC's though. I was excited for it, but I don't think it's better. Something about it is.
The color of the jacket's a little off for me. It's a little.
I thought they fixed it though,
They did
It used to be more
update
purple,
the jackets. Yeah.
or lavender or whatever.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one.
Yeah, something about it is I'm not liking that much either.
I'm not that big of a cat guy, so that's why.
Cat is-
but I think it looks good.
My favorite bounty hunter, I think.
Dude, mine's Lobo.
Wow. That's the wrong universe, Danny.
Oh, sorry, Boba.
Walton says forever banned. Uh-oh.
Who's that?
We'll see. Now we've talked about design art before. And PCS teased a Bebop in quarter scale. I don't know if there's any Ninja Turtle fans here, but yeah, I think they mentioned something about a turtle set also that's going to be exclusive to GameStop. So that's interesting.
A 1/6 turtle set?
I don't
They-
know if
they
they set
do
the
the-
scale.
Well, they did the quarter ones already.
Yeah, it did look on the small side though.
Probably like 1/6,
It
1/7.
might be 1/6, but
I didn't know
Yeah,
that
PCS,
Bebop was that hairy like that.
yeah, there he is, man. I like the vibrant colors on this piece. Or actually on the character itself.
Well, that's a great line that they did. The turtles and Shredder. Rocksteady looks cool too.
Not too bad.
What if after they finish this line, they start doing the movies? That would be crazy.
That would be.
I might get the movie stuff. If they started, because they're doing the cartoon right now. So if they had ever done the movie stuff, I'd be tempted, especially Splinter.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I think we're going to put a pin in it there. Let's go ahead and take a moment to give a shout out to the Patreons.
Mace Windu.
To
Yeah,
Mace
let's do
Windu. Here's the Mace Windu. John, take it away, please, if you could.
Yeah, man. We want to thank Sean Fear, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Leo Hernandez, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Colley, João Beretta, Ekwan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, Ruben K.S. Rivera Jr. We got David Jones, Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krat, Big Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Babonsky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, We got Erwin Azucena, the illustrious Rainer, Aled Morgan, Don. Is that an O-N?
Don Matten, Maton.
O-N, yeah. Don Madden, Bola Boy, Jimmy James. We got Mario Cortez, our fearless in and outs leader here. We got Stephen Percha, Sean Yautsy, Scott Bradley, Stephen and Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Corpus, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, and Brenton Palmer. And that's, I can't copy Dean. Sorry, Brenton. So
that's a collecting weekly exclusive, Brandon. So you're just gonna have to accept that. Taking a look at the January Patreon benefits, we've got El Profesoro sticker to complete the set, I believe, along with Zach, Dean, John, and Eddie. And we also get this In and Outs of Collecting sticker as well. Which shout out to Manny for helping put this thing to reality. This looks really, really cool. I'm excited for this
I like it a
particular
lot.
sticker. The YouTube channel members want to give a shout out to Mojo Z78, Absolute Irwin, Test Jess 1, DK Avenger 702, OG Fam, the Permricas, and Mark Pearson. Thank you guys for becoming a YouTube channel member. Taking a look at the Patreon tiers, we got the Sweet Angel tier starting at $5 a month. You get exclusive sticker swag, and you've also get access to After Dark. The Certified Crispies tier will give you the same tiers as the previous tier, and you also get figure assistance from Zach upon the first pledge. So just give him a heads up if you need help with anything. The What a Guy tier, you get all the benefits from the previous tier, along with the signed 18x24 silhouette poster from Zach and Dean amongst the first pledge. So that's a really, really cool benefit. Here's a look at our socials accounts. Facebook Collecting Weekly. We also have the Facebook group Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. Collecting Weekly Live on Instagram. Collecting Weekly Clips on Instagram, which is John still killing it with the clips. Also follow John at the Everyday Collector on Instagram. And In and Outs of Collecting on IG. That's where we're talking strictly statues. Quick look at the network. We have weekly, Collecting Weekly on Wednesdays, or Tuesdays, I'm sorry, After Dark on Wednesdays, and Collecting Weekly live unboxings on Monday. John, anything coming up for Monday?
yeah, we're gonna have a couple special guests tomorrow. I will be posting what we'll be unboxing, so keep an eye on our Facebook page and on YouTube. And yeah, we're gonna make it another great show
I have a statue coming, John. So
for Monday. Beautiful.
I'm hoping that it gets here Monday. If I do, then I'm gonna crash that show. But if not, then I guess I'll have to wait, or we do a special one or something. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Awesome,
man. Bi-weekly, we have Only Fools in Collecting, Pete and Ian doing their thing across the pond. Small Talk, which I heard something interesting happened last night that they had to correct. Talking small figures and
Someone
whatnot.
dropped
Ins and
their
Outs of
pants.
Collecting. That's what I heard. Something to that
John's
effect.
penis is actually 3 3/4.
Small figures weren't the only thing they were talking about.
Oh, In and Outs of Collecting is what you're watching right now. We're every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Live and Let Dice is on Saturdays. I believe they're going on tomorrow. I believe if everything is set up correctly. Monthly, also bi-weekly, we are setting up Pose Wars as well. We did our first episode of Pose Wars where everyone gets together and we're posing all of our figures in a friendly competition. It was received very well that we have kind of friendly that we're starting to set up the second roster bi-weekly now. So the next show I believe is going to be January 15th. So anyone interested in checking that out, please do so. Monthly we have the Ringcast with Mark Pearson, and we also have Bricks and Brews. And that's about it. Just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. John, Danny, Eddie, anybody want to have shout outs to want to give? Or
Shit.
Shout outs to the chat as always. Can't do it without you guys. Everyone who's watching.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for everybody
Absolutely.
joining.
Yeah, thanks
for
everyone
having me on,
tuning in
guys.
tonight.
Yeah, thanks
Danny-
for finally coming, Danny. Jeez.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
this is my
first
second
He
episode.
calls
bro.
himself the CW Danny. Never even joined his
The
own
first
show.
episode
No, this is
of
my
his
third.
first
This
show.
is my third.
Is it though? This is your second show, isn't it?
I did one like where I came in a little bit, like maybe halfway in. Then I did one full one, and this is my second full
Okay.
one.
Okay,
Check the
cool.
tapes.
We'll check the tapes. We'll go back and definitely check the tapes. Thank you, everyone,
I hope
to
I'm
the
not
chat.
wrong.
Thank you, everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you, everybody on the audio. By the way, Happy New Year.
Oh yeah,
This is our
Happy New Year,
This is
everyone.
our first show of the new year. But let's just make one thing clear.
You can't say Happy New Year after January 7th.
So
That's
let's
a
get
rule?
that straight. That's
true, though.
it. That's absolutely
Perfect
true.
timing.
So we're one and done for In and Outs of Collecting. I'm your host, Mario. Thank you, John, Eddie, and Danny for joining us tonight. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Have a great weekend. Have a great night, everybody.